First of all, I can't think of the word I was going to say.
Hey everyone. Hi everyone, this is Plus One Shots.
That's not the word I was going to say. Disclaimer.
I'd like to thank our
Disclaimer.
sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh my god.
And Ridge Wallet.
Disclaimer. Something is fucky. When I tab into Foundry to play, it freezes our video cameras. So every now and then, you're just going to see us go. So, that's the thing I can do about it. I'm not computer smart enough to fix this yet. So,
Great.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, like Aaron was saying, we are Plus One Shot. We play D&D and figured we should stream it for funsies. This is a brand new game, and I will let Mr. DM Guy tell you the rest.
Hello, I hadn't planned out anything to say for this, so all right. Pretty much, okay, I'll just dive. We'll just get started. We'll just go into
It's
it.
the setting.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Give me, set some background.
okay. Well, if you look in the Groovy channel, there is a link there to get to the room that'll be playing the ambiance music. Just be sure to set the volume at an appropriate level that's not deafening yourself.
What the heck is a groovy channel?
You made it!
Oh, it must be muted or something.
Groovy dump, it looks like.
Yeah.
I don't see it. There it is. Yeah, I have it muted.
It's at the bottom of the text channels.
Okay.
User EDB.
Do we have a link to this thing?
Yeah. I turn this way down. There we go.
Yeah, I've got it down at like 5%.
Here, I will put the link for the stream in general.
Okay, so. Once upon a time, as many stories start, there was a shitty little town. That shitty little town did not have a very good time. Darkness started to spill out of it. The cathedral that once stood proudly over the township became darkened and bloodied, and all sorts of nasties were harassing the townsfolk. They, of course, called for help, and stories of the town's plight spread across the land, attracting a number of great heroes who came and, in theory, banished the evil from said town. That was a few months ago. Recently, everything has suddenly gotten significantly worse. For one way or another, everyone here has found themselves in the nation of Khanduras, a large but fairly impoverished region in the greater realm of Sanctuary.
Every time you say
Now-
Khanduras, I think of Honduras.
Like the car, like Hondas.
No, Honduras.
No, Honduras.
Like the place.
Country.
I like to think that it's the car.
Okay.
Either way, for whatever reason, you've all ended up here in Khanduras. You heard that there is assorted nasties roaming across the darkened countryside and figured this is a great chance to prove yourself. Whether it be for fame or for fortune or for any other myriad of reasons, that's for you to decide. Your travels have taken you to a small encampment set up in pretty much the middle of nowhere, off the side of the main road, or one of the main highways that stretches across the farmlands and cold moors. And I'll swap to the very early map that I made, which you'll see in theory. Start moving across now. There we go.
Oh.
Do you know about preloading maps?
No.
If you know you're gonna send us to a map in like 2 to 5 minutes, you can right
Preload a
click
map,
and do
really?
yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Either way, you found a relatively small but relatively well fortified camp in the countryside. And for after asking around a little bit and figuring out what's going on, you learned a little bit about what had been happening in the past few weeks. There is a large order, a semi-religious order, called the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. Their members go around the countryside of Khanduras, robbing from the rich, giving to the poor, and generally being, heroes for the underdogs. They have a large, heavily fortified monastery that guards the only mountain pass that heads between Khanduras and the wider realms to the east. And for whatever reason, they have been banished from their home. They have said that some dark force started to rise up from the depths of the catacombs and the winding tunnels beneath their monastery, twisting their members, murdering the guests they're looking after, and slowly but surely, that was where the corruption seemed to be stemming from. So what they're doing now is they are, first of all, warning travelers and traders that want to head east and providing them somewhere somewhat safe to stay. But more importantly, they were recruiting adventurers and heroes to figure out exactly what had happened and how to solve it. Gathered around a large pyre in the middle of this sort of squalid camp, 5 relatively odd strangers were sitting. Now, of said strangers, Stefan, or Chris, I want you to tell us about Hector. What does the armored man look like? What is he doing? What's his general demeanor this fine morning?
So Hector is, unbeknownst to everybody else here, an Aasimar. Not a penguin, an Aasimar.
He's a penguin.
He thinks that he's keeping that a secret, but his armor is so ornate, it's so gold and platinum, that he looks like he probably just came down from the heavens. And if that didn't give him away, the fact that he keeps a very stern, resolute watch on the 2 tieflings across the fire constantly, unmoving, might give him away. And he is here because he heard that the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye stole money from one of his rich patrons, who had hired him to roam the countryside, killing dark forces. So he wants to go and get the money back and give it back to the rich.
All right. I like it.
Anti-Robin Hood.
Sheriff.
So being-
Sheriff of Nottingham. Gross.
So being watched by the Sheriff Hector of Nottingham, a pair of tiefling sisters sit atop a couple of fallen logs. Does one of the tiefling sisters want to tell me a little bit about them before the other one, repeats the process?
Go right ahead.
Okay, sure. So, the 2 sisters are... They're doing their best to hide their nature. They're wearing, long hooded cloaks cast over their horns, but you can still see the silhouette of the horns, under the hood. They've also got some aggressively red skin, like, crayon red skin, if that wasn't enough of a giveaway, and, angry yellow eyes. So, all in all, they kind of scream, something's not right here. They're identical for the most part. They're both very comely, appealing ladies with long black hair, done in probably different styles, which is how you'd be able to tell them apart. But and I would also imagine them to be rather tall and svelte, is how I'm picturing them. Michelle, what do you think?
Yeah, or at least the illusion thereof. Like you mentioned, we're doing the cloak deal a little bit. We both have big ol' swords, giving you
with your push-up cloak on.
Yeah. Oh my god.
My
Gives me my fake extra muscles.
Exactly.
Like the whole thing, right? No, so we have those cloaks on. We both have large swords. I don't know. I want to say that I have like armored high heels just because that's fun, right?
Okay, well, I mean,
Armored high heels.
let's be honest. Veraciel
that's-
probably also has armored high heels. Come on, they're tieflings. You got to lean into it.
Yeah. I mean,
Perfect
we're-
for the muddy terrain.
Yeah, we're trying to hide it, but also like we want people to be, you know, impressed or like maybe even afraid.
Yeah.
So it's like a mix of mysterious and also we're gonna kick your ass.
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
So, of the father and son who are sitting here, which one of these very sort of strange opposites has caught your eye the most? In short, are you staring at the angel spawn or the demon spawn?
Do tell, father and son.
Oh,
I'll
well.
let you go, Cass. I'll let you go, my son.
Yeah, my son, oh son.
Ugh.
Uh,
Reverse.
You did this to yourself.
This is what you wanted.
It's true. It's true.
The younger of the two, Malquis, is not really paying attention to either of them, actually. He is an agent of the West Marches, who's kind of, investigating, rumors of, demonic incursions and trying to see the impact that'll have on the country at large. And he decided to bring his drunken deadbeat father along because he's tired of him getting thrown out of every pub in the countryside. And it figures if he had a little coin to spend, maybe he wouldn't have to keep finding him in ditches smelling like piss and vomit.
Drunk
me.
dad.
All right, drunken deadbeat father, what are you up to? What are you doing on this morning?
Well, much like my wonderful son said, Artemis is trying to get his life together for his son, and in doing so is probably very drunk around this campfire, even currently, not understand what really is going on, and just kind of there for the ride. So that's pretty much it. He's just hanging out, letting everybody do their thing, and it's just like, when do I get to shoot stuff? I'm ready,
All right. Well,
What me in direction? I'll go.
so while Artemis is sitting there, this gentleman over here wanders on up with a pail of water and sits it down next to Artemis.
Oh no.
And sort of like paps on the shoulder a couple of times. There you go, old timer, just for you when you need it. And then he'll wander off to sort of get to a spot where he can actually see everyone. But, all right, I hope you're all getting relatively well adjusted here. If I haven't had the chance to properly introduce myself before, my name's reprieve. I'm one of the travelers
What was
that's
that?
been stuck in... Like, let's have a little chuckle. Goes a little bit closer. And very politely, just goes, my name's reprieve.
Well, all right.
Yes. Now,
Yes.
Yes.
I'm assuming by your, looks at the tieflings, then looks to the Azamar, and, just shakes his head a little bit, and, by your somewhat different appearances, that you're not from around here. And if I had to take a stab in the dark, you're hoping to make a little bit of fortune from helping the people out. Would that be correct?
I mean, money's good, right? You need that sort of for things. Yeah.
Yes. You do need money. Clicks his fingers a
Thanks.
couple of times, points to you, is like, well, the sooner the path gets open, the sooner I can actually continue my travels and keep on peddling my wares, so I know I would appreciate it if that was sorted. Have you had a chance to talk to the people around town yet, or have you only really just gotten yourself settled? Again, poses the question to anyone and everyone.
So I'd probably have Artemis raise his hand and then be like, where's the bar?
A bar? Or he chuckles. He's like, I guess you're sitting on a bar, technically. There's not much in this camp. Though if you're looking for alcohol, I guess Geed might be the man to go for. He's a little bit of a scoundrel, but seems like a nice fellow. You can find him in the tents to the, gestures over to the western part of town with all the brown tents. He's past that preacher over there who seems to be... Oh, he seems to be trying to keep people's spirits up, but I don't know. He seems a little bit zealous for my liking. Though if you're hoping to get paid, I'd recommend speaking to some of the Sisterhood. Any
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the people that's... Sorry?
Are you calling this tent arrangement a town?
Well, it's the closest thing we're going to have to a town for quite some time, I imagine, so I might as well get used to it.
Just
Right.
curious, since I was missing the part where it looked like an actual town, thought maybe I was going nuts.
He chuckles once again. He's like, well, I'd argue that everyone's going a little nuts these days, so might as well just play the part.
Fair enough.
Either way, I'd highly recommend speaking with some of the Sisterhood. They will have a better idea as to what you can do to try and earn your keep, get paid, and, well, get to the bottom of this mess.
And where are they exactly?
Any one of the fine ladies at the red tents behind me should be able to direct you to the people of importance. He sort of gestures towards... How do I do flares on the map? I don't think I actually have that installed. Alright, well, he gestures towards, very conveniently, the other tokens that you can see around you.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see her over there by the red tent.
So he goes around and is like, just pick anyone, have a quick chat with them, and I'm sure they can give you something to do.
And before anything else, Hector moves over to Malquise. He says, "Young elf, is that your father across the fire?
Unfortunately, yes.
What ails him?"
Ale.
A poor soul.
Or
Artemis
I would
leans over and vomits like just a little bit.
Oh my god.
I would cleanse the elder.
What?
Oh, that'll just give him the shakes, and then he won't be able to hit anything. It's best
But-
to leave him to his maladies for now.
If you say so. And then Hector is gonna leave. He's walking over to the tent.
Cool.
So,
Alright, so
Natvari leans over to her sister and she's like, "You see that snooty motherfucker?"
Yeah, Veracia leans back and just, he won't last a day.
Oh no.
I
or
mean,
Eve's just like, I'll pretend I didn't hear that, and just walks off.
we're whispering. We're whispering.
Yeah,
I'm glad it wasn't just me who was thinking that.
Mal will get up and walk over to his dad
Oh no.
and drop two gold in his hand. Be like, I know you're going over the tent already, so here's your allowance.
Artemis takes the gold and shakes his hair just a little bit, ruffles it, and he goes, "You're a good boy." Goes over to find some booze.
You gotta practice your Kratos voice, you gotta be all like, boy. Where's my ale money, boy?
Alright. So I'll go to Hector first for the time being. So as Hector approaches the tents, a couple of relatively armored women with
Couple of
crossbows. Yeah, a couple of armored women with crossbows raise their hands to get him to stop, but a woman in purple robes behind them sort of gestures for them to lower their weapons and comes closer and is like, "Oh, I've got Reeve selected. Get out here, Reeve!" And walks a bit closer, pushing past the flag. He's like, "I do not need eyes to be able to see the light hidden within your soul. And I can only hope that you are here to attempt to alleviate the troubles that have befallen the people of this land."
Indeed. Justice has come to this land. Point me in the direction you need my swords.
In the distance, you hear, "What?"
Just dry retching.
It's
Okay.
just Artemis.
So the woman bows her head a little and is like, "Very good. I am Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye, and I welcome you to our, well, what little hospitality we have. I will be brief, since I suspect you would be eager to dispense justice. We need to learn more about exactly what befell our citadel and why our sisters are turning against us. There is a town approximately 10 miles to the south of here called Tristram. In that town, there was a man called Deckard Cain. Deckard Cain was from an ancient order of scholars, and though I suspect he may not be there anymore, his library, and indeed his wizard sanctum, I think that they are still present. I need you to go to Tristram and perform a simple ritual on the house that Deckard Cain would have once been in. I will warn you, Tristram was the town where all these troubles originally began in, and if darkness has fallen on the countryside, I do not think that the town will be standing, or at least not in any sense that is appropriate for the living of this world. If you are more than capable of doing that, I will... And she reaches down into a pouch and presents a small vial of ink. It's like, sort of repeating that. If you think you are capable of this, I will provide you with the means for this ritual. You need simply inscribe a number of runes on the walls of the building that was once his home, and then you'll be free to leave. Can you do this?
So Hector swats the vial of ink out of her hand, and he says, "What is this witchcraft? I will inscribe the runes with the fires of heaven."
Akara's like, okay, yeah.
So Veraciel's like seeing this, just kind of like leans over and like taps her sister on the shoulder. Perhaps we should take the ink.
You're not wrong. I feel like this idiot may fuck it up completely, and then when would we get paid?
Mal just has one hand over his eyes, like, oh my god.
It would be safer in our hands.
Agreed, and ironic. Shall we?
Yeah, Veraciel nods and we'll stand up.
All right. So as the ink gets swatted aside, Akara will like sort of wiggle her fingers a little bit, and as the ink's sailing through the air, it'll stop.
Can I try and catch it? Actually,
sure.
I want to do a mage hand.
Do you want to roll for it, or just want to say you did? Because I'd be keen to say that you catch it.
Sure.
Yeah, all right, you catch it. But what do you do?
Well, we're a little bit far still, right?
Mage Hand's got a range like 30,
so if you're fine with mage hand,
yeah, just say you can
enough,
catch it.
Yeah, I'll catch it with the mage hand and sort of present it back to the lady and be like, my sister and I have heard your words as well and are interested in assisting your first choice, if you would have us.
So, Akara's lips tug up in a small smile, even as the armored hand had battered her item aside. He's like, I suspect that you both, or you three, will serve to temper one another's baser natures. Very good. This sounds fine to me. If you wish to try and use the fires of heaven to complete the ritual, you are welcome to try. However, I suspect you will have better luck with the ritual paints that I have given you.
Of course, you can try those first, but just in case it doesn't work, we'll bring the ink.
She bows her head slightly. Oh my god, there's a car alarm going off now. Can you hear that?
Is it the same car alarm as before?
No, it's a different one.
Off in the distance in this world.
It's actually the sound that Hector's hearing in his head, like for tieflings.
Old Diablo forgot to put his car alarm on.
All right.
No, we can't hear it, by the way.
Sweet. Okay, well, she bows her head and smiles and is like, well, for fair recompensation for this, I'm happy to provide 200 gold pieces for you and anyone else that you decide to take along with you. Now, when our sanctum is recovered, there are significantly more riches hidden within. But as you must understand, getting out with our wealth was not the first priority. Saving our sisters was.
Certainly. Pretending
So
like she
while
cares. Like,
this-
oh yes, obviously, of course.
Oh, it is so cool.
While this is going on,
Oh,
Billy,
no.
what are you up to?
Alright, I am talking to this lady, alright? I am
Alright.
finessing some alcohol.
All right. So you walk up. At first you think it's a lady, but it's actually a lithe, tall gentleman with very long blonde hair.
Ooh,
He's
okay.
got a long flowing white robes that are quite sort of muddied at the hem, and a number of religious symbols spread across his chest that you recognize as belonging to one of them new age religions that came across the sea a little bit ago. It's pretty. And as you come up to him, he's like, "Ah, brother, I see that you have fallen victim to the sins of alcoholism. Have you come to repent?"
Artemis leans over, smelling heavily of alcohol, puts his hand on his shoulder and goes, "Yes." but to do that, I need some money.
You need some money. My good brother, you do not need money to repent in the eyes of Akarat and Zakarum. All you need is to allow us into your heart, and everything will be forgiven.
Artemis
He sets a
still-
hand on your shoulder.
holding each other like this.
It's like that. The wrestling start off where you put your hands on each other's shoulders.
So Artemis squeezes a little bit now that this guy's holding his shoulder. He thinks
Yep.
he's trying to assert his dominance, right?
Okay.
Artemis leans over and he goes, I don't know about Artemis Zebra. He turns around and points to his son and goes, "That boy, he needs money, and I gotta take care of him. So if you just could just give me some gil or gold, not gil. We're playing Final Fantasy. Give me some gil."
Roll me a deception check, Bash.
Oh, okay. Alright. How do I do?
My full-grown adult son needs money.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Mal looks like he's still in outdoor gear, but looks 100 times better equipped and prepared than Artemis. Like it looks like he takes
Artemis-
care. He looks like he takes care of his gear. He's actually has bought stuff that fits recently, like new clothes.
Yeah, he looks that way because Adam spends all his money looking after him.
Yeah, he's a good father.
So
You're not gonna last a week.
So I hate to alarm you, Vash, but Artemis's 3 does not pass the check. The priest leans to the side a little and looks over at your son over there, at old Malkeith. And it's like, "Ah, I see. Well, if it is gold that you seek, all you need to do is let Zakarum into your heart, and you will find all the wealth you will ever need in the spirit held within you." And pats you on the shoulder a couple of times and straightens up, tries to untangle himself from you and puts his hands back inside the what's it called? The sleeves of his robe.
So, Artemis nods at him and goes, "All right, where do I find this elderly guy with all the money? Where is he?" And he starts looking behind him, trying to find this mysterious god or person.
All
As if
right.
it's a real person.
At this point, Mal gets up and walks over to Artemis. Literally, he walks up behind him and takes him by the shoulders and aims him to where the guy that sells the alcohol is, because he was paying attention when he was like, "Oh, he's in the back by the tents." He goes, "That way, father. You seem to have gotten distracted."
Artemis nods and turns back to that guy and then turns to his son and goes,
The guy in the back left.
It's the guy in the back left. Okay.
Yeah, that guy.
So Artemis turns back to his son and goes, "Fucking weirdos." All the way to his new
The priest
friend.
looks very offended and goes, back inside his tent. Which I there you go. Do.
Mal
How
just
dare you, sir?
sighs and goes back over to the fireplace, the fire pot wood pile.
So
Cool.
can I buy my alcohol?
So yeah, I'll just stick with Bash now.
Okay, alright.
So you wander up to this guy, and this looks much more like someone that you would expect to be peddling alcohol. He's got
Okay.
he's a larger gentleman. He's got a very fancy-looking fur coat on that does not look like it's in place at all with this environment, and a large moustache that goes into mutton chops. And he's come over, he holds his arms out, it's like, good day to you, partner. Good. It shows the right person to come and seek out for your ailment needs. I heard you talking to that nut job over there. Crazy guy, crazy thoughts. Don't listen to him. Listen to me instead. Come a little closer. He gestures you to come in.
Artemis slowly
Goodness.
comes forward, just staring at that coat. Maybe he wants it.
Oh no. So,
Maybe friendship will be used tonight.
How much
God damn it.
how much money you got on you, friend? How much you willing to spend? I can
Artemis.
find something for you.
Artemis rifles through his pockets. He has the 2 gold that his amazing son gave him, and he goes, I got this much, but I want your coat and some booze.
He laughs heartily. He's like, no. You can get booze, not the coat. This is my coat. Find your own. All right? Ain't for sale.
Alright. So Artemis.
Oh my god. Alright.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I think-
dance.
I think we're gonna make a new friend here tonight, my friend.
Christ.
Actually, wait. I do one thing. All right. I turn to my lady friends. All right.
Mhm.
I gesture over to them,
Us?
and I go, "Yep." I turn
Okay.
over and I point over. And I say, "You see those ladies over there?"
What about him?
Artemis smirks and he wraps his arm around the man and he goes, "I'll sell you one for your coat."
Can we hear this?
Do you want to say you can hear this? Do you have something in mind?
I'm
happy to
completely
go-
I'm completely willing to roll something, but
Yeah, roll perception.
all right, I would like to do that. Where did you take out the little thingy where the top left shows
I
us?
don't think I ever had that.
Oh, actually, no, that was a Monty thing. My bad. Let me pull up my
If you can find me the module, I'll add it for next time.
Yeah, totally will. Attributes. What'd you say? Perception? Perception. Oh, wow. I suck too.
Twinsies.
Yeah, twinsies!
Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't hear the strange things that are being said over here.
I'm sure they see
So-
him pointing, but that's about it.
Yeah, you can see it. But you can see that the strange old man is pointing towards you guys, but that's about it.
But for all we know, he's pointing at the lady with the ink or the crazy angel guy.
Yes, he could be pointing at quite a few things. So you say that,
Do you see-
and
do you see
Gita.
that motherfucker over there? Do you know what he's doing?
As the old man has
Oh,
pointed out
no.
to Vera. As the old man has pointed out to Vera, Vera responds by fucking hissing at him.
Mal is also paying attention and rolled a 26,
Oh no.
a nat 20, and he hears
Yeah.
this, and literally he doesn't say anything. He just brings his fingers up to his temples. He's like, "Oh, should have left him at home."
Yeah. This is
should-
not the first
I
time
should-
this has happened.
He's like, "I should leave now. I should go by myself. It'll be much easier."
So, do you do anything, Gastus?
No.
Does Marquise do anything? Okay.
Nope.
Your
So-
best son.
All right, Bash. So here's my question.
Listen, he
I'm gonna
knows
get you-
he's not going to get you out of these situations, though. You can.
I'm going to get you to roll deception, but do you want to use friends first? Or 'cause if you use friends, it'll give you advantage on the deception roll.
But he grows angry after, right?
Yes, he's going to be furious
Once it's
afterwards,
done.
after a minute. You have 1 minute to get the fuck out.
Do I
you're
just-
pure chaos. You're made of chaos.
Do I hit roll for it? For friendship
yeah.
to use it?
Roll with advantage because you're using
Yep,
friends.
so now do a deception roll for me.
Oh no, wait. That's, yeah, you need
You're
to roll.
actually using your friends. You are using
Yep.
me and James.
I am legitimately using the move.
Cool, and you can click the plus if you mouse over it. Mouse over the
Okay.
16 rather.
Alright, what's my advantage?
Maybe I have to click it. Okay, cool.
I think if you right click when you go to roll, it'll give you the option to roll disadvantage or advantage.
So I have an add-on which means you can just like mouse over it and then you can click a plus or a minus and it will roll for
okay.
either advantage or disadvantage. But I think it might be a GM side only. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Either way. So I'll make Geed, you twinkle your fingers, you cast your little spell, and he like strokes his moustache and like, either one of them? Or is there a particular one you're offering? And how much? Just the
Artemis.
coat? Coat and booze?
Artemis thinks for a moment, and he looks over at the fine ladies, and like he's taking stock, and he goes, "Well, I'll tell you what. You give me that coat and that booze. You go wait in your tent, and I'll send them to you stark naked, ready to go. They're excited. You just wait in that tent, and we'll be right there. But first, my coat and my booze."
All right. Let me get all my things out of this coat first. I got quite a few stuff, bits and pieces. in
leave
it.
the stuff in the coat. Leave it. It's got character.
It's my stuff. I'm happy to give you the coat. I ain't giving you everything I own that's on my person.
all right. Just give it the dude.
Alright.
Come on.
You sound
Hold
like-
on.
You know what Billy sounds like? He sounds like Beetlejuice.
I'm here for it.
Come on.
So Geed goes into his tent.
Well, did he give me the coat and the booze?
You can hear him like rummaging around and rustling, taking things out of his pockets and stuff. Takes about 20 seconds pass. Then another
About.
20 seconds pass.
Okay, I go into the 10 before we wait a little longer. I'm
Okay.
gonna follow him into the 10.
Okay.
And he's gonna walk in and he's what the hell's taking you so damn long?
I'm just getting all my things out. Give me a moment. Gee, don't need to be so antsy. Look, the
How
booze
many-
is right there. I already found it for you. And there's like a large,
Alright,
like 1
Artemis-
liter bottle of gin, all ready for you, ready to go.
Really chin? Alright, Artemis,
Come on,
begrudgingly-
alcoholics don't care.
Yeah, no, Artemis picks up the gin and tries to decoat the man. Just take it from him. Just
Pull it
Sure.
off his shoulders.
Just fuck, give me the
How
damn coat.
many pockets does this coat have?
Yeah, like why is he taking so long?
He's got like 12 pockets on there, on the inside and outside. He's got a couple of hidden compartments as well. He's a.
Like, but he when he takes the coat off, he goes, "I'll just help you," and he's trying to like stumble this coat off this damn man.
All right. He helps. He lets you do that. And it's about 10. You know, there's now about 10 seconds left on your friend's spell. Now that you have the coat in hand and the booze.
Artemis. Huh? Artemis tells him to turn around. Real quick, and they're coming. He's got to turn around though.
Okay, and he turns
It's
around.
a surprise.
Artemis. Artemis. Aims
Gremlin.
his crossbow.
Oh, no. Banish only.
Can I
Banish
just
doesn't last
banish
very
him?
long. You need to know, Banish only lasts for like 3 seconds.
Oh, okay. I can charm him though, right?
I think you. Again, it only has a short duration, and he'll.
Why are you
it's
such a
just
shit
prolonging
show?
It's
Okay, all right,
prolonging
all right.
the
Artemis
inevitable.
decides the best thing to do after aiming at him for 1 second is not shoot the man and just run out of the tent
All right, cool.
to his friends.
with your booze, right?
And he grabs his son on the shoulder,
Friends?
shaking him. We gotta go right now. We gotta go.
Oh my
Come on, Morty, we gotta go.
Morty.
Well,
Just give me
Marquise,
Honestly, his reaction is my reaction is his reaction. He's just like, we're not leaving tonight. You should have waited to do this tomorrow. We have to stay here for the night.
And though he didn't listen and hear that part of the conversation, it's just by coincidence that Hector walks back to the group at that moment, and he says, "It's no wonder they lost their monastery if she believes in the power of ink more than the power of heaven. Let's go. We're leaving now."
Artemis nods wholeheartedly, grabbing his son physically, just on the arm, tugging him away from the dangers that will be coming very soon.
Go wait outside. Jeez, stop.
Do we
pulling
have
on me.
supplies? Do all of you have supplies? It would be foolish to leave without them.
I have my faith.
Can you eat your
Artemis.
faith?
Then you hear a loud "Hey!" from the other side of the camp.
It
Artemis,
doesn't matter if we can eat his faith. We can eat him if we get hungry.
You are not
Uh,
wrong.
oh god. Artemis looks over to Hector and goes, "Yeah, we're gonna eat the faith. Alright, let's go." He's trying to get the hell. He's scooting, trying to drag his poor son with him.
No, he's like, wait outside. I'll be right there. I don't need you. I didn't do anything.
How do I move the map? Like down?
Right click on it. You can
It
drag.
seems-
Right click, okay.
Yeah, right click drag. It seems as though your friend has made a slight mistake in his interactions here. But as you say, there is no reason for the rest of us to leave yet, so I will be staying and getting some supplies. And she kind of looks at the Aasimar, whose name she doesn't actually know at this point. Are we taking the two of them?
I assumed all 5 of us were going.
Wonderful.
If you are all too cowardly, I will simply do it myself.
You know, and she pats him a little bit roughly on the shoulder, like, you have a wonderful personality. I can tell.
You can
She
hear
looks-
more sort of like shouting and arguing happening from the tents over to the west of the campsite.
She looks to her sister. Shall we get the things we actually need to do this?
Yes, we shall.
Lovely.
Artemis,
Wait
Throw-
outside, Father. I'll be right there.
I love you, son. And he puts on his coat and runs the fuck out. Booze and coat and hands. I'm assuming it's down here?
Yeah, it's down there.
Sir Hector, please, I'll be out in a moment. Could you make sure he doesn't fall off something steep or try to steal anything from somebody else?
Did we hear
Indeed.
how far away the monastery we're going to is?
So you're going to a town. The town is 10 miles to the south.
So it's not.
And
so far.
for simplicity's reason, you'll be given directions to go there.
Right.
I'm actually going to go talk to this person up by the forge,
Sure.
just to see if they also have any pressing business outside the town that we could facilitate.
Cool.
Do I get a fur coat in my items now?
Yes, I'll add a
You sure
coat to
fucking
your
do,
item.
brah.
Oh my god, I love it.
Such a gremlin.
I already stole a coat. I'm a level 10 thief.
Do we?
So you actually get something pretty cool, Vash.
Oh?
Hang on.
Do we know who the suppliers of the area are?
I imagine one
Yes,
of them is
so-
the guy that Ash just robbed.
Yep, that is correct. Wareve is another person. He's a trader that's got, well, assorted just life supplies, food, water skins, general sort of supply stuff.
Please forgive me for not knowing which icon Warave is, since I can't look at the map.
That's fine. Wareve is the guy close to you that introduced himself at the start.
Is it this guy?
The guy to the
Yes.
right, yeah.
Okay. Okay. You can do your thing first, Aaron.
Yep. So you come over and you see a girl working the forge. She looks to be relatively young, but clearly is a full-time blacksmith, judging by the bulging fucking muscles. And as you come over, he's like, "Oh, hi. Can I help you with anything?"
Actually, I was coming over to see if I could help you with anything. We are a group of adventurers investigating the area, and we've sort of taken it upon ourselves to start a grocery list, as it were.
We are theoretically a group of adventurers.
Loosely defined as a group of adventurers.
Oh, you're some of the new, I guess, heroes to be, huh? Okay, cool. No, that's cool. That's cool. She puts down her hammer and puts her hands in the in some pockets behind her apron. Is like, as for things that I could get you to do, I'm quite a junior member of the Sisterhood, so I don't think that I'm allowed to say much. I'm pretty sure Akar and Kyasha would get really mad at me if I said too many things, so if you can keep it a secret, sure.
Of course, it just is between just two of us.
So, there is a Duchess, Countess, I don't actually know the difference, but there's this woman, right? She came from the deserts to the east and moved into Khanduras not too long ago. She's really cool. She likes the rogues. We like her. The leaders, the Akar and stuff don't like her very much, but I think she's really cool.
No, she probably upsets the status quo. That's why they don't like her. They want to be in charge, right?
Exactly. See, you're so smart. Oh my god, you know so much. Okay.
Being an agent, Mal is used to like dancing in the upper crust, kind of just being like, oh yes, I'm a secret agent pretty much. I go wander the land for the crown. So he's adept at getting people to spill the tea.
Tell me everything.
So he's like, of course.
Okay, so I was bringing up the appropriate. So her name is Francia, okay? Francia Al-Hakan. Now, she... Oh, sorry?
Said write it down.
Yeah.
Now, she's been helping us gather intelligence for quite a while now. Usually more of the sort of fieldy rogues go to her because we get yelled at if we, go to her properly. But when we were leaving the monastery, I snuck out to go and talk to her briefly, and she said that she was looking into a way to try and get some information about what was going on around the place, and to try and learn a bit about what's causing our sisters to turn against us.
I have a question.
Everyone... Oh, yeah?
Is she a good whisperer, or can I listen to this also?
No, she's a pretty bad whisperer. You can hear
Alright. I can hear it. Cool.
Yep. So, I know as well, she's pretty rich. And there's a manor to the north. It's about a half a day's hike from here. A lot of rich people go there to hang out. And a lot of rich people wind up being a lot less richer when we go there to see them. So they're not particularly fond of rogues going to visit them, you know? But if you went there, you might be able to go in and have a look around and probably meet with the Countess and see if she can pass that information on. Does that sound helpful?
Depends if it's helpful to you. I'm here to help you.
Well, what's helpful to me is being able to get back into my monastery. And I think that'll be useful information to get. Plus, she's really smart and cool, and I'm sure that you'll get along really well. So, yeah, go find her. Go to the... And she starts scribbling something down on a little piece of parchment. Like, drawing up a quick map to sort of show where it is.
Yeah.
So this is in the Temo Highlands, and it's called the Temo Manor. Be careful, though. It's pretty close to the monastery, so I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot of spooky darkness things wandering around the countryside nearby. But just be careful, you know?
Well, hopefully we'll be able to make it there. Also, thank you for your assistance, by the way. I was wondering if you had any arrows and crossbow bolts I could purchase for you for the trip.
Oh, yeah, sure. How many you need?
Yes, son.
Take notes.
And she asks, how many do you need? If you need to go to shopping stuff, we can just sort of...
I mean, you can go back. You can do Zenidri's thing, and you can just tell me how much, like, 2 dozen of each would be.
Sure. We should look up pricing.
Okay.
You want to do Zenidri's thing, and I'll look it up?
Yeah, that'll be good. Just standard pricing.
All right. So as we walk back up to the guy whose name I made him repeat earlier, Warif. I kind of listen in on Malkus's conversation, and I lean over to my sister like, you hear this? Did you know that these sightless nuns or whatever they are, they're rogues? I did not know that.
Yeah, the people in the West are strange.
What sort of monastery and god worshipping people are thieves? It's very interesting. I kind of like it, actually.
Well, I don't find it objectionable, but it is strange.
Can't argue with that. And then as we get up to her, hello again. We picked up a job from your monasteress. I don't know the word. I'm sorry. Over there, she would like to have us go and reclaim her monastery for her. Do you have any supplies that we could procure so that we do not starve on the way there?
Reclaim the monastery? Oh,
Yes.
well, that is their eventual goal, though it's probably going to be quite difficult. I'm happy to provide you supplies at at cost, pretty much. I don't believe it's right making money off of our would-be heroes here, unlike that Geed fellow who seems to be all about ripping off as many people as possible.
You sound so kind. I cannot even believe you.
Aw,
But
you.
while we're talking about it, why do you think it would be difficult to reclaim?
Well, do you know much about the evil that befell the town of Tristram not too long ago?
Unfortunately, no. All we heard was that people here were in need of help, and my sister and I, we really like to help people, so here we are.
Like, looks between the two
Nudge,
of you.
nudge her as she makes an ugh face.
Well, Khanduras itself is not a very fortunate place. A lot of bad things seem to happen here, and demonic invasions, well, it's almost to be expected. Tristram suffered one not particularly long ago, and even though it was fended off by a number of noble heroes, the town, unfortunately, relapsed, I suppose. A lot of demons poured out from there and leveled the entire thing, before spreading out throughout the rest of the countryside. At the same time, another set of demons seemed to be coming out of the monastery. I'm not really sure what could have linked the two of them together, other than the very frightening possibility that whatever the heroes did to save the town in the first place didn't work.
That would
That's
be
essentially
terrible.
what's been. And forgive me for being so prejudiced, but I would be careful around some of the, shall we say, less developed townships in Khanduras. They're very scared people, and they've had a lot of bad interactions with servants of the Burning Hells. You do happen to strike an uncanny resemblance. Just be careful.
All right, Vera takes a step towards him. Are you trying to imply something?
He just like raises his hands like, no, I am merely being honest. If someone is to get upset about the way you look, would you rather know it might happen, or would you rather it be a surprise?
I catch up Vera's arm, like, come on, he's just trying to be kind, he's just trying to be nice. We do have a unique look about us, though it is not the fault of our own, I assure you.
No.
It's so unfortunate, that we look this way, but we are not among the demons and whatnot that you assume are part of the problem. I assure you.
Vera interjects by explaining, we are from Kyrgyzstan, as if,
We're from Canada!
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, well, unfortunately, due to what the mage clans did, people still don't necessarily trust Kyrgyzstan in these parts. It's a bit of a rarity in the world. Almost everyone else has moved on, but I guess Khanduras hasn't.
I really do appreciate your concern for us. It's very, very kind. And she refers to the hoods that they have on. We're trying to cover, but these things
They can be
very
a bit
obvious.
difficult. I'm certain if you manage to get across the deserts to some of the cities on the sea, you might be able to find some way to hide them a bit more permanently with magical glamour, but that's a problem for later. For now,
Of course, yes.
let me see about getting you some supplies for your journey.
Thank you so kindly.
And he wanders off to his caravan to do just that.
You can't scare the man who's going to give us cheap supplies, Vera.
Yeah, he should be scared.
I
We
mean,
are frightening people.
you're not wrong at all, but cheap is better than expensive.
Yes.
don't worry, don't worry. If things go well and we have to come back here, you can scare him about something else. It'll be fine. He's
okay.
been kind. If he was an asshole, I would not have any problem with you fighting with him, But he's been a nice man, considering how lovely the two of us are.
We are lovely.
We are.
We are.
People just don't understand. They don't understand.
They are missing out.
You're not wrong. As I always say, you are not wrong.
Vera just, nods.
Vendor I robbed and promised these two coming into play.
He comes
So-
over and we just murder him.
Also, Vash, why don't you go to your character sheet and go to your inventory?
Oh, I saw what you gave me.
Yeah, you saw it? Cool.
Oh, I
okay.
love it. I
Cool.
love it. The robe of useful items.
Oh, really?
Wow. Wow.
Why don't y'all rob people more? Listen to the old man. Maybe he has sense. That's why he's so old and wise.
I was like, oh god, here we go.
Did you originally give this guy this robe on purpose?
I originally had it on him and you could like gamble stuff from him, but
Billy.
There we go.
Oh my god. Directly into the thank you, I need this. It's very good. That's a
No,
good
Look,
item.
you said fur coat. I said I want it. Give me the fur coat.
I mean, it's not like a super good item, but it's like I've pulled a random extremely useful thing out of my pocket random item thing.
All I had to use was friendship. You all thought I wouldn't find a use for it. I told you.
I didn't say you wouldn't find a use for it. I just said it would possibly bite you in the ass.
Yeah,
which
all you
it
had to
still
use was
might.
friendship and run away.
It run away. He said, "Turn around. They're coming."
so with that though, is anyone else doing anything more in town, or is it time to get ready to move on?
Nah, just
Did you
waiting
get
for
your-
the guy to bring us some supplies so that we don't like get hungry on the way to Inkland. I don't know.
Inktown, USA. Cool.
Inktown Restoration, USA.
The mouse brought rations with him, so he wasn't worried. But
I have
as mentioned.
one ration, so
Also, the robe. Do I get to pick what I take off patches wise?
I think it's
You just roll randomly.
Yeah, random.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Oh yeah. It says the arrows and crossbow bolts are a gold. I assume that's a gold each, which sounds weird, but
No,
be
that
per
sounds
stack.
weird.
It's for a stack of 20.
oh, a stack of 20. Okay.
Yep.
Because I
And
was
looking-
like, that sounds ridiculous. Like, one arrow is one whole gold.
And looking at both your character sheets, Michelle and James, you both have 10 rations, so you should be all good.
Really? I thought I only had one. Okay.
No,
I
you
think
got
it's one
rations
ration
for one
10
day.
day. It's like 10 days worth.
Yeah.
But
All right.
for simplicity's sake, I'll just say that the adventuring items you started with are the things that Oriev gives you basically for free, and
Okay.
he'll restock them for cheap.
I give him a little kiss on the cheek, like you're such a kind man. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank me when I take you somewhere beyond this squalid little place.
I can't wait to come back and see a real town. Don't you even worry about it.
Cool. All right, with
Cool.
that,
He actually
Everyone
says
all set?
cool.
Yeah, I'll buy an extra 20 arrows and an extra 20 crossbow bolts.
sweet. Okay, feel free to add them and deduct the money from your sheet.
Yep, I did the deduction already.
Where's your money? Where's our money?
It's in inventory. Should be right at the top. You'll see platinum, gold, electrum, silver, copper.
Oh, okay. I have 5 gold. Okay.
You're a poor bitch.
Oh, I'm broke.
I mean,
I'm broke with a nice jacket now.
Oh my god.
Where,
So it's
where-
20 bolts and 20 arrows, was it?
Yep.
Sure.
Alright, so we're ready to go. I don't know what this accent is that we have adopted, but I'm pretty good for it. I think it's going to serve us
Yeah,
okay.
it's working.
Sweet. All right. And with that, let us do some.
as I did,
Oh.
don't give give the crossbow bolts to Vash, because I'm just going to give them to him as soon as we leave the town anyway.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I edited my own arrows to say 40 because I started with 20. I just don't know how long it'll be until we find more.
Oh my god, why is my hands drunk? Character sheets, where are you?
So
I'll
as
just
we
delete
start
it from my
to
sheet.
Yeah, I can
As we
just,
start
can I
to
just
leave
ask?
town,
Oh, I can't.
I try and like introduce me and my sister to the other two. More so to the not ASMR. Like, hello, I am Natvari. This is my sister Vara. We are sisters, and we're going to help you on the way.
I look forward to working with you both.
Oh, are you a
Please.
kind man too? Everyone here has been so nice.
Well, it tends to be better than being an asshole, don't you agree?
I do, kind of.
Man, I don't know how
The
to
kind
add
of is like
crossbow.
kind of.
That's fine, I can do it.
Kind of.
Kind of.
No comment.
Does it pay not to be an asshole? Does it? With my beautiful robe that could be a ladder, apparently. I can pull a horse out of my robe.
Yeah, you can pull all kinds of crazy shit out.
Don't make me shake you down, old man.
I might start pulling patches off right when we get out. Boop, boop, boop. I want the horse. Give me the horse.
Waste.
Oh my
Waste.
It's the first
So
thing
yeah,
we do for that.
have a little conversation with Marquis. Is it Marquis?
What?
Malkeys.
Why did I roll?
Malquis. That's it, sorry. For funsies.
I don't know why. Oh.
And then
I was
sort of-
rolling to see how many patches you had.
Mm.
Oh, I have 11 patches.
Mhm.
Mm.
Now you have 11 plus, so 11 random ones plus 2 of those other. So you have 2 daggers, 2 lanterns, 2 steel mirrors, 2 10-foot poles, 2 hempen ropes, 2 sacks, and then 11 randomly rolled on the other table.
So randomly useful. Oh. So
pull out of
after Malquis is like, yeah, and like maybe we'll be friends or something. And she kind of looks to Hector like, and what is your reaction, guy who very obviously didn't like how we looked from the beginning?
Are you guys up here at the bridge?
We were making our way down, yeah.
Okay.
So that you will get the bridge.
So Hector was actually looking out over the water, longingly, or forlorn perhaps, and he just turns around and he says, "What?"
Basically, I said hello. Nice to meet you.
Our meeting was preordained. It is not nice, nor is it not nice. It simply is.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
you-
that's
don't
it. He
you-
says.
Hmm?
No. Oh, he says the meeting is preordained. Preordained by whom? May I ask?
By the will of Raziel.
Okay, so you think the will of Raziel isn't nice?
Yes.
The
wouldn't
will of Raziel is absolute.
Okay, so wouldn't Raziel want you to have a good time though, since you are obviously a favored? Like I can see it in your aura.
Incorrect. I am not here on some sort of heavenly vacation. I am merely a manifestation of my God's will.
Oh my.
Obviously,
So-
and that's why you're favored. That's what I meant. That makes sense, right?
Perhaps.
Yeah. So we're here to like totally make your time a good time and stuff.
If you are capable allies who are able to slay evil, then yes, I suppose we will have a nice time.
Artemis
Nice time.
Artemis in his glorious fur coat. Glorious, I say. Patches abundance. And he walks over to Hector, wraps his arm around him, and he goes, I think they're hitting on you, buddy. You gotta be nicer, alright? How you
I'm
gonna
gonna-
make...
I'm gonna use message, just straight up use the cantrip message, even though my sister is like right next to me. Be like,
Yeah.
do you believe this idiot? Like, what the fuck is going on? Just on trying to make it so that he can't hear me. Be like, can you believe this shit?
And
All right,
he's
Vera just
wrapping
kind of.
his-
Vera responds with the message. She's just like, "This nutjob wouldn't even know what to do with us."
And
You
meanwhile,
are not wrong.
while they're messaging each other back and forth, Hector just sort of really aggressively shrugs his shoulder to get Artemis off of him, and he says, "Unhand me, you intoxicated cur."
You bastard! Okay. Artemis is lets go of him and he holds up his gin bottle and he goes, I'm not even drunk yet. He takes a long swig and he looks at him and he goes, you just gotta be nice to those ladies, man, alright? You could give your guy so many babies. And he kinda like stumbles off away.
I turn around and kind of go and turn back around,
Vera
smiling.
makes a face. She's just like,
Mal walks up behind Artemis and literally, like, sneakily puts the crossbow bolts into the little hip pouch quiver he's got and takes the 2 gold he had originally given him back and puts it back in his pocket.
I use friendship. I want my gold back. No, I'm just kidding.
It was my gold.
I'm just kidding. Alright, I'll take 2 gold out. So what's that? 3?
Well, you started with 5. I don't think you changed the...
Yeah.
Yeah, so
3.
I just edited mine. But yeah, because you clearly didn't need it. So he was just like...
Yeah. So she gave you a map, or how are we getting there? Do you have directions to the monastery?
I think we are going to the town first to get this man's books or something and to write on the walls.
Books?
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
that's what the ink was for?
No, we're supposed to put some runes in a monastery? I don't know.
With the ink, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The path forward is clear. I will simply walk outside of the camp and sense where the evil is, and we will walk in that direction.
We
All
don't
right,
have
do you-
directions, do we? I'm just gonna walk directly back into the camp to the woman at the tent and like kind of like pat on the thing. Hello, I'm sorry. Do we have directions to the monastery? I did not.
I
get
do have
them.
divine sense. I could sense.
All right, you could
That's
sense.
the sense is evil. Like,
Okay, if you want to sense evil, go for it. You can do that. Let's do the thing. Okay. So I'll take a look see over there, and I'll just respond to Michelle quickly first. Like, so you come in, the guards sort of like side eye you for a bit, and they're clearly watching you very intently. But the priestess just raised her hand, like, I did present instructions to our overzealous friend. However, I had a sneaking suspicion. Hands you a parchment with a neatly drawn map and very simple instructions for what you need to do, including the
so
runes that you need
kind.
to write on the walls.
Oh, that would have been terrible to get there and not have these. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for
Well,
this.
Your friend seemed to be insistent to burn it with angelic fire. I don't think that will quite work for the
She like
spell.
reaches out, and if the woman lets her takes her hand, she's gonna take her hand and be like, "Would you like to make a bet on whether or not it works?" I think that it will not, but maybe you think it will not. Also, I don't know.
I suspect were he to do that, he would accidentally ignite whatever is left of the town and get himself killed. So, potentially... She pauses. No, I'm too old to be making bets. No. Go deal with your new friend and please get those inscriptions written. We need what is inside that sanctum.
Of course. Before I go, what exactly is it that you need the most, just in case he does do something stupid and fucks everything up?
The runes must be written in the proximity of Deckard Cain's home. Now, the easiest place for this would be on the walls, but if there are no walls there, the ground will suffice. Though I suspect that there are numerous fiends stalking what's left of the town.
Of course.
So having a bit of cover would make it a bit easier.
All right. On the off chance that we do not do this, what are there any objects in particular that you would like to have retrieved?
She thinks for a moment. I'm not entirely sure what will be inside the sanctum versus what will be outside of it. For explanation, the sanctum itself is a pocket dimension that can be accessed only by its master. In this case, Deckard Cain. He and I are good friends, though, and in the case that something horrible happened to him, he provided me with the knowledge of a ritual that could change the entry point of the sanctum. We are trying to
course.
change that entry point to here so that we might access it.
All right,
Now,
all right.
if you cannot access if you cannot inscribe the runes for whatever reason, try to find any books on the Burning Hells,
Burning
or
Hells.
anything to do with demonkind, or potentially Vigerai summoning. Any one of
Vigerai.
those three should be able to help us out. Yes.
So you're not, you don't want us to try and go into any sort of his secret dimension. You just want us to try and find books if things go awry. Yes.
Just try to find books if things go awry. And the point of you going there is to change the location of the door to his little pocket realm.
Okay. We'll do our best.
Very good.
She folds up a little map, sticks it in her pocket, and gives a little wave, and
And walks back out.
Cool. As you're going out, you get stopped by this woman here. She is a heavily armored rogue with long hair, and she has a large, longbow sort of strung across her back. She holds out her hand. It's like, I'm going to ask you to stop for a moment. You and your party are going out into the wilderness, correct?
Yes. We do have a goal
She-
in mind.
She glances to her comrade who's hanging out near the rocks as well, just for a quick second, and looks back to you. Then I think you need to know something about what's been happening recently. You may have heard that some of our rogue sisters have been corrupted, yes?
Yes,
that they are-
absolutely, yes.
This corruption is a demonic infection. It turns them into horrible, screaming monstrosities. I'm telling you this because they are being led by one particular demon that is out in the countryside, roaming around and picking people off. A simple warning. If you see a collection of birds feasting on what seems to be a body or some form of flesh, I would advise you go the other way.
Why is that?
Well, I don't think you want to risk running into Bloodraven or her raiders.
And what is Bloodrave?
The woman pauses for a moment, sort of gathering her thoughts, like, Bloodraven was the one who fell first when our citadel was lost to evil. She has been raising our sisters, raising the dead, and doing all sorts of demonic, horrible things in the countryside. I do not know what she wants other than our destruction, but since it's proving harder to catch us out, she has been ambushing travelers, ripping their belongings apart, recruiting them to her cause. This recruitment is not something you take upon willingly. It is some form of mind control. I do not think that you wish to befall that fate.
Certainly.
Merely a
not.
warning. If you happen to learn anything about what she's doing, please tell me, but do not risk your lives for it. That is all.
Sure. Thank you for the warning, and if we learn anything, you will be the first to know, of course.
Thank you. She nods her head and goes back to her post.
So
Why
then
do I
I
feel like
go ahead.
I've robbed our town that we're gonna be back in a lot.
Yes, you have.
Nothing like
No.
shitting where you eat.
I
Well-
joined the others and I let them know about what the lady with the bow told me on the way out. So I guess we avoid bodies or flesh with lots of birds on them.
Yes, carrion birds most likely.
Blood raven is a thing she said that we want to avoid. Do any of you know about a blood raven?
Nonsense. There is nothing in our path that we cannot cleave through. Forward.
Artemis.
I'll do a history check to see if I know about Bloodraven. And it's a 20.
Sure.
Wow.
19
Okay.
plus
Killed
blood.
our wife, my mom. Not my mom, your grandmother.
Your mom's alive. Or my mom's alive. She divorced you, remember?
That my
Yeah,
grandmother.
she's dead to him.
dead
I'm
to
gonna-
me.
I'm gonna go feed my cat, but I can hear you guys.
Okay.
Sure. So, Kestis. Bloodraven is actually a name that you're vaguely familiar with. So, you've heard of the heroes that went to the town of Tristram to cleanse it of the darkness that was falling upon it. Bloodraven was the nickname given to an archer that successfully helped rid the town of evil. after the town was cleansed, she simply vanished back into the night and was not heard of from again. That name isn't particularly well known outside of the town of Tristram, which, from all reports, doesn't really exist anymore. Meaning there is quite a decent possibility that this archer is the same hero that was there to clear out the town.
Gotcha. Now corrupted.
Yes.
I will share that information.
Oh, and since we'll be...
This Bloodraven sounds like could possibly be the same Bloodraven who first went and tried to clear out Tristram.
I lean forward at my son, and I go. He sighs in his son's ear, and he goes, "Shouldn't clear out your damn mom, though."
You smell terrible. Please stand back from me, father.
He turns to oh my god, I forgot names. Hector. And he goes, "You ready to go yet, man?" He just wants to go. He wants to get out of here. I'm surprised they haven't. Are they not going to chase us out? Like, is this guy not ever coming for me? Am I forgiven?
For whatever reason, it seems like you can hear commotion, but nothing is coming out to face you just yet.
Thank you.
His pants are down around his ankles. He can't make it very far.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Cool, though. Without any further ado, I'd assume that you all head out onto the wider road. So let's just do.
You smell terrible, father.
You
Oh,
do smell
Papa.
like dirt and gin. See, even you're like, ugh.
Dirt and tree dirt.
Free dirt. Although he does have a fresh new robe that smells like Febreze.
It probably smells like sweat and campfire smoke.
Yeah, probably. Oh.
I mean,
Cool.
campfire smoke can smell good.
Can, but not for long.
Not that like
So you
smoke
lift-
itself. Go ahead.
So you left the camp sometime in the morning, and it's taken you a few hours to sort of get to where you are now. You haven't quite reached your destination, but you're, about halfway there. You've noticed that it has been awfully quiet. There doesn't seem to be any birds. There doesn't seem to be any sounds of wildlife other than the river which you've been walking alongside, heading down towards Tristram. Eventually, though, you come across the distant sounds of screams on the road ahead. We'll leave it at that for now. What do you do about these distant screams?
Artemis looks back at the group and goes, "Someone's having a good time."
I'm not sure that those are good screams.
Alright, Veraciel just pushes past, like, the people in front of him.
How high
just,
up?
Like,
Sorry, go ahead.
just shoves and is like, "Stop talking. There's clearly killing to be done. Come on."
This is a murder party if I've ever seen one.
How high up is this little cliff up here?
So that's about 30 feet, I'll say.
Okay.
Hmm.
So it's relatively high, but if you took some time, you could potentially scale it.
Yeah, I think
I-
that's going to be Mel's play.
Before my son does that, I look at him.
You're going to pull me
Right.
down and you go first? No, me
I wasn't
first.
gonna do that.
No, me first.
He lifts open his robe, wiggling it at his son as he starts
Oh,
to climb, and he
no.
goes, "Pull my robe, son. Pull my robe."
No, I'm fine. Save it when you need it, Father. I don't need it.
Artemis looks annoyed and goes, come on, son. Just pull my robe. Just do it."
Make an acrobatics check, start climbing. 21.
Cool. Okay. So you're gonna climb up?
Just slapping his hand like, no, no, I don't need it. This is what I do for a living, Dad. Get away from me. Yeah, I scale up here onto the
Cool.
the higher ledge.
I'm gonna get everyone to do a perception check for me.
Okay. Where's perception?
It's under attributes.
Oh my god.
Do I roll it with the?
Oh,
Do I-
no.
Wow, that's a bunch of really good perception
Wait, I
rolls.
have a 4 perception. Do I hit roll with
It
advantage?
That's already.
It does it auto.
It
Yeah,
automatically.
so you
does
got a
that for
1, but it went up to 5.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh
so,
no.
Castus, I'm
Nobody-
gonna get you to roll with advantage.
Perception, sure.
Yep. Cool.
Hey.
So as you're sort of fandangling around, Vash,
Mm-hmm.
you spy something in the river. Something
Really?
glistening. Something golden.
Ooh.
You see around near where the rocks, like where the two river streams join into one, there is not a pouch, a bag, that's the word. There's a bag lying on the ground with gold coins laid out of it over the over the muddy dirt and partially into the stream.
Oh.
It's just hanging out, it's there, it's yours.
Hmm. Well.
Granted, you will have to climb over the stone fence and through the brush and down the side of the
Over the river and through
the
the
hill
woods.
and through the river, and go for a little bit of a May adventure to get there. But you see it.
The old May adventure.
I would like to pull off one of my patches. 2 already. I want to see if I can get a horse.
All right, you just gonna all right.
Horse
roll
is
the
not going to
D1
help you go through the brush.
Roll the D100 for me, Bash. We're gonna see what you
How
get.
do I do that?
R/1D100 and /R1D100
/RD100.
/R1D100.
No.
With a space, sorry.
Oh. 69.
Okay, so
you're
you
fucking kidding me.
You pull pull out the patch, right?
Uh-huh.
Toss it on the ground and it poofs. 12-foot long rowboat materializes.
I would like to get in. Is it longer than the fence? Could I
Well, you
sled
should've-
down the hill?
You potentially could. Whereabouts did you slap it down? Where has the boat initially gone?
I would say like, I'm just gonna move my character, like probably right here.
Is
So,
this a
Can
hill?
you see that block? Yes, it's a
Yeah.
hill.
Okay.
So it would just go down.
Yeah, can you see that little box I drew?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's roughly where the rowboat is.
Okay.
So that happens. You hear a loud, like, crashing sound as the boat fucking adjusts to the hill and the brush and everything it's on.
Artemis.
Needless
looks
to say, things are going swimmingly. Castus, as you're climbing up the cliffside, you notice on the top. You look behind you as this nonsense is happening, and you see on the top of the rocks there are about 12 crows gathered around. What looks to be another crow, currently like feasting on it, ripping it apart.
Eating another crow?
Yep.
Okay.
Artemis looks back at the group and points at the gold, and he goes, "I found it! I found the goal! I found it! We gotta go right now! Come on!" And he's
You
motioning
remember
towards
that
the
is not the
rowboat.
goal, right? That's not where we're going.
I got this, lady. Come on. He's just trying to pull
Hector
everybody.
runs past him towards the,
No!
the road. Enough of this nonsense.
Oh, no.
All right.
Wait, did Natvari tell us about? Yeah, she told us about the crow
Yeah.
thing.
She
So,
shared
yeah,
the whole
I'll-
crow thing.
Mal will call down and be like, could one of you, maybe the more angry sister, please restrain my father? There are some murderous birds over there, it appears. And while he is quite a handful, I do not wish to see him be torn asunder yet.
As
Which
you
one of
say
us
that,
is the more angry sister, do you think?
The one who wanted to intimidate everybody.
I'm talking to Valar.
so Castus, as you say that, make a dex saving throw.
No, you.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
21.
Cool.
21.
You hear a sharp whistling and feel the air sort of rush past the side of your ear as a crossbow bolt sails by and slams into the tree just behind you. And you realize that that shot came from the other side of the bush that you were next to.
Oh ho ho. They're
And then
really
you
bad.
hear-
They're really bad then to miss from that close.
They are indeed.
I'm
But as you
gonna
hear
get
that-
you.
You can see very faintly a woman, or was once a woman. They don't seem to be wearing any clothes, but instead there's scars and burns all over their body that have caused their flesh to go hard and rigid and create
Weirdest
sort
kind
of
of sexy time.
and create a sort of like flesh chitin that's protecting them instead. She has a maniacal grin and all sorts of scarring over her face as she drops the crossbow to the ground, pulls out a hand axe, and moves towards you. I'm going to get everyone to roll for initiative, and I'm going to figure out how to actually get
You
the
hit
initiative track
the little fist, and you say start, and then the rest of us should be able to right click on ourselves,
Mhm.
and then the little crossed swords over the shield adds us to we want to be part of the initiative, and then you roll based with that little dice that's in there.
Sweet.
Hold on. Where's the little dice for initiative?
If you go up to the right hand menu and you hit the fist, this is the second thing. You should see a dice next to your name on that list there.
Got it.
Wait, where?
On the
Oh,
right
the
side
fist.
menu, the fist, yeah. You'll see dice
Okay.
next to your name, you just click it. Ta-da!
Did it roll with the plus 4? Okay.
Yeah, it does.
It
all the
automatically
extra math for you.
picks all your stuff up. And then that's our initiative order right there.
Cool. Cool. Okay. So begin. Let me. So the first thing that happens, as you're pushing forward, Hector, a shot or hear the twang of a bow from up above you, and I'm assuming 7 does not hit.
Does he have to roll d10?
Nope. Just needs to
Nope.
tell me his.
No, his AC.
Where's AC?
It's
Oh,
on
armor
your list. Yeah, armor class.
Oh.
In the middle there at the top.
So, Stefan, do you do anything to stop the arrow, or does it just miss you? Or tell us what happens.
Oh, that was it me.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're first.
Hector!
Oh,
Hector
sorry,
is being
sorry.
attacked.
No, he simply stands still and the arrow bounces off of his brilliant armor.
He's so glorious.
It came from the ambusher on top of the cliff.
It came from this ambusher here, just
Okay.
above you. And you see them, they sort of like let out a laugh, they fire the shot, and they move off, and they disappear once again.
What do you do?
Which is weird. Another shot, very similar, fucking fires off at you, hits your armor, just bounces straight off. This one, this shot you see from up in the tower up above. This particular ambusher doesn't seem to disappear. Either they're too slow or they don't have anywhere to disappear to. They take their shot and you can still see exactly where they are.
Okay.
Which means now it's your turn.
All right, so I
You
need
just
to climb this
reveal.
cliff. Oh wait, okay, they're in front of me.
Yep, so you can see over there's a pair of, these ones are not armed with bows, they're just armed with 2 hand axes each. And they are making their way towards you, ready to clash.
Mega Boy.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I can move forward, and then is there a limiter to how much I can move?
6 spaces usually.
And then
Or
what's
you can-
what's your
let's tell
movement?
me.
It's probably 30 feet.
30
feet's
feet,
pretty,
yeah.
So each space, each square is 5 feet. So 6 spaces, like he said.
How do you see squares? I don't see any squares.
So I'm gonna move up here.
I can turn the grid up.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I don't see the grid either. But we should snap to the grid, so
Yeah, I think I moved. I think this is 6, actually, from where I was, from counting it.
If you want to move closer
so-
to be within melee range, feel free. I'm happy to bend the rules to resolve them.
Actually, it's fine because I'm gonna use Sacred Flame.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna light one of them on fire, maybe. So
maybe.
I think. So you just hit the regular roll button on the action, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
So they have to do a Dex saving throw.
All right, too easy. Cool. So describe the sacred flame. What actually does it look like? What happens?
So he holds out his hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what he says is, "By this holy fire, be purged." And then a circle appears under the ambushers. And then seconds later, a flame would explode from that circle and consume them if they didn't move out of it. Which it looks like they did.
Cool. So the one on the right, as the fire sort of erupts, glances down and deftly cartwheels over the fence and sort of flips off into the other side before getting ready to keep on charging forward. The other one, however, the fire explodes around her and you just hear her like cackling maniacally as she keeps walking forward. She seemingly pretty unfazed by the fire. And then pretty much just repeats back exactly what you said to you in a mocking voice.
Wow.
See, we just gotta hop in the longboat, and just toboggan on out of here. All this water.
Which gives us her turn, actually.
Oh, did you roll for your dudes? Did you add them to the initiative?
Yep, they're all there. Just some of them are still hidden.
You can't kill
Oh.
the Artemis.
Yeah, I
baby.
can't.
So here's
Oh yeah, I can't see. them.
here's something that actually happens, Hector. The rogue sort of like, as they're laughing, they get up to you, and then their smile just drops, and they sort of like look up. It's like a look of realization sort of fall on them. Suddenly that maniacal sort of voice has faded, and like, where am I? And next person's turn. Which would be this person up here. Actually, I should probably... That's... Yes, it'll be this person up here. Next to...
I'm gonna go
Oh.
ahead and speak, because we can speak out of turn, right?
Yeah, of course.
Does it seem like they don't know what they're doing when they get close to that holy man, whatever his name is, Hector?
Who was that too?
Everyone in general.
Oh. Artemis is toying with his boat, his new boat, property owner.
It's not property.
It's property! And he is looking up at his son, like, we're going on a fishing trip. But instead that fishing trip will have gold. Before he notices Hector under attack, which he's trying to mull over if he's going to help Hector. But the beautiful ladies who say that they look confused, he decides, don't worry, ladies. Let a man show you how it's done.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's
Charles'
gross.
crossbow.
I'm very grossed out right now.
He's such a scumbag.
So before that happens, Castus, the rogue who had missed their shot at you, she with a hand axe around, like it's dangling from her wrist, from like a wrist strap. She sort of whips it up into her hand and strikes you. How do you protect yourself? What do you do?
Well, with a 5,
you
I
s-
imagine it's pretty telegraphed.
Yes.
So he kind of well, he can see it like dangle there and flip up, and then before she swings, he kind of pulls a foot back and just kind of pivots back and lets her like chop into the tree instead.
Sure. Cool. Okay. Vash, you're up.
Okay. With his resolute crossbows of disgusting muddery on, just covered in dirt and leaves, he looks up. He could see Malchus getting attacked, right? Can he?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Can I shoot that? Is that like, would he be able to discern if he could even shoot up there?
Yeah, you could take a shot up there.
Can I separate my shots? Can I shoot one up there and one in the other way?
Yes.
Okay.
You also resolve them one at a time, so you make one shot and then you decide what you want to do with the next.
Okay. So I'm assuming I roll crossbow hand?
Mm-hmm.
Then?
Yep.
Okay. So I do that at the one with my dearest son.
Cool. That definitely hits.
Number 2, I do at Mr. Holy. Well, not at, but
Mhm.
the other guy.
Yep, and your third one.
Oh, I get a third one.
Well,
I
that's
no.
if he's using his action surge.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
no.
My bad. Cool. So, tell us what you do. Tell us paint a word picture with how you fire your
Alright.
crossbows.
Oh my
Okay,
god,
buckle
use
in,
those
children.
RP skills. I'm ready. Write me a
Yes.
paragraph in my mind.
All right, with his Azure hues. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
All right. So he is done toying with his boat. He will be back to that boat. Don't you worry, and don't you touch my boat. And he looks up at his son, and he just thinks about his ex-wife for a moment. He goes, "Well, if I let this boy die," wait. He goes, "I'll let this boy die." You know, in his head, monologue. That lady's gonna kill me. So he aims up, resolute with the shot, because he does love his son, despite being a horrible father. He loves his son, and he aims true. Is it? Wait, really quick. Are my shots magic? They're not, right? They're just regular shots.
Not unless
No.
you.
That's
Put
pretty
magic
wrong,
behind them, right?
Okay. You can. I mean, you can. We decided it's in the rule that you can choose the magic effect after the roll, so you could pick if it is affected.
Ooh. Someone put
I
something
forgot
there.
about that.
Yeah, I did. It's fine. I'm gonna delete it. I was like, I'm gonna check the range on this, and also
After
oops,
it
that's
hits-
the wrong button.
You know what? I'll give you one. When he shoots that guy, can I banish it? Can I bloop it?
If you want.
I want to bloop it.
No, don't bloop it. Leave him there.
I'm blooping it.
No, don't bloop it.
Which one are you blooping?
The one that my poor son is fighting.
No, leave him.
Are you sure you wish to bloop it?
Can I beguile it?
You
Is
tell
it
me.
like can monsters be beguiled? Like,
You
would it-
can do anything you want. Anything your little mind can imagine, you can make manifest. I'm simply asking if you are sure.
Yes, I want to
Just-
beguile. I want to
Just
beguile it.
Save it.
Nope.
Save it.
I want to beguile it to my son so he has a friend.
All right.
What a good father.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. Let's see. Need to do. They save, though they still take an extra 2d6 damage, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
Take an extra 7 psychic damage.
Sweet. Vash, tell us how that woman dies.
Oh, okay. So he aims at it and he goes, "Don't say I ain't ever get you some, son," and shoots it. He thinks it's gonna make it like his friend. Unfortunately, that crossbow shot just went a little too hard and just pierces her skull right in front of his beautiful young son. Blood everywhere. Explosion. And that's about it. I mean, he's not like, you know. And the other shot, he missed the other one, right?
No, it hit.
Oh, it did hit. Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't kill.
Using Hector as a golden shining beacon to all of us,
Really
he
quick
lets
thing.
go.
You did not actually start combat?
Oh, don't know.
No, so it's not giving us the actual whose turn it is.
Ow!
Which is not a big deal because we can see the list. We're not dumb, but when somebody does
I
their
mean,
turn,
I'm dumb.
it completely finishes it. You hit the next button and then it goes on to the next person.
Oh, you begin combat. Right. Okay, I see. It's been a little while since I've run D&D, so sweet.
It's been a while.
Yes. So he shoots the guy right past Hector, probably landing somewhere in the shoulder region. And he just kind of nods to him like, I got you, friend. Because that's his friend.
Stefan, does Hector say or do anything to being supported in such a manner?
This one's mine.
Whoa!
All right. So as Hector says that, 3 shots ring out from above. 2 of the arrows, the first one hits Hector's armor, bounces off harmlessly. Second one hits the armor, once again bounces off harmlessly. The third one gets caught in a chink in the armor, and then glows hot red and explodes in a burst of fire.
What the?
And you see a particularly ornate-looking rogue laughing as she comes to the side of the cliff face and is like, "Your kind is not welcome here, Paladin. Though soon I think you'll be made to serve us."
They gonna
and
make
for
you
context,
that bitch.
Can I throw my sword at it?
First of all, you took 12 damage.
Oh no.
And the rogue over here. Actually, can I get you to make a perception check for me, Stefan? Cool. So you see the rogue out of your side of your vision. You see the rogue that had jumped over the brush. They try to be sneaky, but you don't quite lose sight of them. You see that they pop sprint and do 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 do.
Going for the boat.
Oh,
They go for the boat.
Ignore
it's
that.
not. All right. Speaking of ignoring that, Malkeys, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, seeing as how this ambusher is dead,
There we go. I was like, how the skull?
she dead as shit. Malkeys is going to keep moving and moving up along the cliff. I thought I remembered seeing one over here.
Do a perception check for me again. Make a dex saving throw.
Make a dick saving throw.
Dick saving.
22.
Cool. Another bolt whizzes past. So this one, due to your quick reflexes, you managed to avoid it in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, like I hear the whiz, the again.
A
So I
dick
kinda,
saving throw. You avoid
I
the
did.
whiz.
I avoid the whiz. So as I'm mid stride, I kind of hear the humming of the arrow passing through, and I kind of slide on my knees real quick through the grass, and then pop back up.
Cool. All right, keep on going.
Yeah. On my first, my first turn, I actually get a +10 to movement.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna close the distance with what's her name?
What's how to
And
fuck?
What's her
Raven.
fuck? And I'm gonna pull my short swords.
I want to
and
banish her.
make- It's not your turn yet.
I can't
You're
wait.
gonna run out of spells so fast.
Oh, he gets him back on a short rest.
I'll
Unless
attack
you're
with
dead.
my first short sword. It's a 15 hit.
15 does, yes.
All right, then. I'm attacking with my second sword, but also on that first sword. God, where is it? Stop rolling and collapse the goddamn tab. Jesus, game. I'm using Dread Ambusher.
Okay.
Oh, hooray. A whole 1 extra damage.
Buddy.
Ow.
But just the first attack, I get to add a D8 of damage, so that was worth it.
Oh.
But yeah, 15 and a 20 to hit, so that would be 16 damage from the two. So he pretty much like runs up, kind of like slashes from hip height up, and then kind of pivots on his other hand with his other arm and like slashes across her midsection.
Cool. Okay.
Like side back area, I guess, because he's kind of running past.
So, as you're like, do you carry your momentum forward, or do you want to just say you stay there? Or I'm happy to say you just can move like an extra square if you want, or style points.
Yeah. I've got 5 more feet of movement, so I'll just end right here.
Cool. So in doing that, the rogue leader seemed to be distracted by Hector at first, but as you come up, she turns away to sort of give you her full attention. Your blades managed to bypass whatever defenses she had with her bow that she held up to try and save herself, which you notice is fused with her right hand.
Cool.
You also notice that the slashing of your blades, though it does dig in and leave bloodied wounds, doesn't seem to trouble her very much. If anything, she just looks excited at the fact there is someone up here next to her for her to, have a little play with,
Yeah.
Speaking of playing, Natvari is up. Zenidra.
Hi, it's me. Do I notice the guy or lady below the cliff to our right come up?
I'll say yes, you do.
All right. Then I'm gonna attack that person. I'm gonna
Sure.
attack them with Eldritch Blast.
An Eldritch
Use
Blast.
the longbow. Just run.
Am I gonna do Eldritch Blast? I might not do
Push
Eldritch
the
Blast.
boat.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
Sure.
How many Eldritch Blasts do I get at this level?
Unlimited.
I think I
Cantrip,
saw
you can use it.
one.
Eldritch
You have
Blast,
unlimited.
Yeah, it's a cantrip. You can use it forever.
No. I mean, like,
How many
at certain
beams? You get
levels.
one.
Yeah, beams. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I still just get one, so I might pick
Yeah,
something
you get your
else.
second one at 5th level.
That is 1d10. That's 1d10. So actually, I'm actually gonna start by using my bonus action. Yes, hold on. Mantle of Flame. As a bonus action, you magically wreathe yourself in swirling fire, and your eyes glow like hot coals. For 1 minute,
Okay.
you gain the following benefits. You shed bright light in a 30-foot radius. Any creature takes fire damage equal to your charisma modifier if it hits you with melee attack. And whenever you roll fire damage on your turn, the roll gains a bonus equal to your charisma modifier. So actually, I'm going to use Firebolt on that person that I can see.
Sure. Roll your firebolt.
Firebolt. Do a thing. Oh, 27 to hit.
And that's
Yes,
plus your
that-
charisma modifier on top of all that.
Oh,
so
actually, I
that's
guess
how
I
much
rolled
damage?
I rolled a 20.
Yeah, you got a natural 20, so you did.
Yeah. And
Yeah, the
then
extra 3 crit damage.
my charisma modifier, I think, is +5. It's capped.
Yeah,
So
so it's 14 damage. It's pretty good.
Yeah, 14 damage on that person trying to sneak up on us.
Cool. So, as they're sort of sneaking up to you, describe how you throw the firebolt out. What, paint a word picture, as they say.
I'm kind of looking around at everybody doing their thing, thinking they're being sneaky, and I'm like, it's cute that they think that they are rogues in this priestly churchy thing, but they're not very sneaky. And I kind of follow the person down the cliff with my finger and just kind of throw the firebolt lazily. Hits them.
Okay. So you notice something. As you begin to charge up your spell and begin to throw it, the rogue looks like they're ready to dodge and get out of the way. When they see it's a firebolt, they suddenly don't react. They just ignore it as if it's not there.
Oh no!
Then the firebolt hits them, and they recoil from the blast. It was obviously a lot more potent than they were expecting.
Okay.
And as that happens, Hector sort of glances over his shoulder and he calls out, "The enemy is behind us! They've hit one of their own!"
Oh, because he thinks you're bad.
What the hell is this idiot talking about?
All right, Ro, you're up. What does Vera do?
All right.
Vera's heal.
How badly hurt does the one near us look?
They look injured, not like near to be knocked out of the fight, but they, on a scale of 1 to 22, they look like 14 injured.
Oddly specific.
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, I'm going to use my bonus action to go into my rage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Seeing that the fight starts, Vera just fucking lets out like a hellish battle yell, like an ear-piercing shriek, as like the normally svelte kind of she's svelte, attractive, like you're beautiful, even you'd say, until she goes into a rage. At which point you can see her muscles twisting and like bulging unnaturally underneath her skin. Her hands, like her fingernails, manicured, like grow until like she has like large gnarly claws. Same with like her teeth, like her jaw distends to accommodate the fact that she now has a mouthful of like huge fangs.
Oh no.
She does not look nice. Anyway,
don't look, Hector, don't look.
She shoves the old man out of the way, and she's going to I would like to make an attack with an improvised weapon.
Yes, okay.
It's Hector's body.
No, it's the
isn't
canoe.
it? Yep.
I would also like to make it a reckless attack, so I make it with advantage.
Sure.
And, can I apply my great weapon fighting bonuses here?
I'm gonna say yes to roll of cool.
Are you gonna skate on the boat and just decapitate them?
All right, I don't have a boat here, so I'm just gonna make an attack roll. Let me have a...
Sure.
Hey, do you guys remember the first... Well, I guess it would just be Cassis. Do you remember the first roll I rolled in Monty's game?
I'm sorry.
Was it a nat 20? I forget.
It was a nat 20.
Cool. Boat will hit.
Okay, so boat does how much damage?
It is a 10-foot canoe.
12 foot actually.
12-foot wooden canoe.
Just how about this, bro? Describe exactly what happens. What is it that you do?
Great club, maybe.
So, what happens is this rogue gets hit in the face with Natvari's fireball. Like like the rogue flinches. Like it wasn't expecting that, and Natvari, show of powerful magic here. Just this rogue's just standing there, like blinking, like wow, what the fuck was that? And while they're trying to make heads and tails of what just happened, a 12-foot canoe goes flying through the fucking air directly into their torso.
Cool.
Just running them over. Beep, beep.
I killed him.
Yeah, they get fucking shreked by that. The canoe
Is it
just
destroyed though? Can we still take that canoe and go down the river?
It's gonna be a bit bloody.
Yeah, the canoe's, it's not destroyed. It's a little dinted up and worse for wear. It looks like it's got some fractures in it that might be a bit dangerous if you were on the water for too long, but it's going to be okay for now.
Okay, guys, we're going on a boat trip.
And yeah, the rogue gets fucking... You just see, like, blood sort of, like, spurt out as they get skidded down the hill and over some, like, rocks and everything that are sort of loosely buried beneath the dirt. And they do not get up.
And I have 20 feet of movement left. Vera is going to move in the direction of the bag.
But before she does that, Artemis looks at her longingly. I think he's in love with this hardcore woman.
Natvari, when she sees the boat just splatter this rogue, she just laughs. She's like, "Oh my god, sister, that was a good one. You're so good."
And yeah, that's Rasiel's turn.
Oh.
Roll 1d6.
Oh, there's an ambush over
there. No.
All right.
Zoom us in.
I don't know, because it has a weird chatlock thing. So,
You
similar
didn't put
to
a
what
space
happened...
in.
Yeah, I fucked. The right thing to flip. So, similar to what happened before, you spot this for a moment, Castus, as I'm sure you have more important things happening in the form of big, angry rogue commander. But the ambusher that had been trying shots at you before, they sort of like, there's a shimmer as they get up, and like magical sort of black smoke fading away from them as they return back to the material plane. And she like looks down at a crossbow and sort of throws it away and like looks up in a panic and goes to try and like stumble off, just like in a complete daze. But otherwise, they seem to be pretty content just to not fight right now.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the next person. Cool, does a 15 hit?
Who, me?
Yeah.
It does not actually. I don't think. No, armor class 16.
Cool. So another arrow whizzes past and gets lodged in a tree next to you. And the rogue that fired that shot off and leaps down, doing a cool combat roll, and starts shouting at the other rogue who was meandering off in some sort of strange demonic language.
Can I understand that?
Yeah, can I understand that?
So if you understand Infernal, you know that she's
I
I do
reprimanding them, like basically saying like, don't forget the maiden's love. Don't walk away from her embrace. Pick up your weapon and continue the fight.
Oh.
During this, I
just realized that
answer.
all of you can probably understand apart
Yeah.
from fucking Hector.
I answer in
Actually,
Infernal. The maiden? What do you mean? What's going on about the maiden? Like trying to get them to be like, oh, she knows.
Ooh.
Never mind, I picked Abyssal. I can't listen to Infernal. I can listen to Abyssal.
Secret conversation time.
Ooh.
So, speaking of, Hector, it's your turn.
Okay. So after that minor intermission of getting shot at from above,
Like 5
Hector
times.
finally turns back to the thrall before him, whose last words were, "Where am I?" And
Mhm.
finally he addresses them as he draws both of his swords, and he says, "You stand before the gates of judgment, and they are I." And then I'm gonna do this.
What?
Well, I'm trying to roll something.
Mm-hmm. Some of the
Oh
things
no, I didn't slot it. Okay,
What was it?
Divine Smite.
You just tell me what it does.
Oh, my cat is also climbing on my keyboard at the same time.
There you go. Second level.
Okay, so starting at second level, when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can expend... Okay, so do I have to hit them first to activate it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just swing longsword.
That's the one.
And then he swings the other one for the dual hit?
Yep. Cool. Second
And
one
so-
hits.
Okay. And then how do I then roll the smite?
Just
On the
roll
smite
2d8.
hits, yeah, you just expend the spell slot and you just roll the extra damage.
So
Nice.
as he strikes with this second sword, which is augmented with a holy fire, he says, "And you have been sentenced."
Oh my god.
I love him.
What
How
was
much
the
is your-
damage on the long
How much is the melee damage?
Oh, that's the roll, not the attack.
5. Cool.
And then plus the 12 from the smite.
Sweet. So, tell us how they die.
So,
That's what happened.
as the sword gets lodged into the thrall, it doesn't cut all the way through. However, Hector sends that bit of holy energy through his body into the sword, and the flame that encases the blade erupts, and it allows him to cut through the rest of the way, which serrates the wound at the same time that it cuts the thrall in two.
Oh my god.
Serrates or like, what's the word?
That's not the right word. What's the word for
you
when you
burn wounds closed.
Yeah.
Cauterize.
Cauterize.
That's
cauterize?
it.
Yep, my bad.
Cool. Well, yeah, they are, as they say, gone burger.
Do they say that?
Who says that?
Yes, they do.
Anton says that.
All right.
That must be a New Zealand thing.
So, it is Artemis's turn, but freeze frame. As that corrupted rogue is sliced down the middle and falls into two a little bit, the wagon behind them, similarly to what happened with the canoe, gets heaved up, thrown to the side, as a incredibly muscular and, for no better choice of words, mutated rogue
Huh.
erupts forward, snarling, with like slobber sort of like running down from their mouth, sort of white foam.
Are
their
they
hands twisted into these large, horrible claws, and just like staring down at Hector.
a mutant or are they a giant?
They are medium-sized, still human-sized, but they don't look particularly human anymore.
Cool.
It is now Artemis's turn.
Just as a quick aside, as that one reveals itself, Veraciel is just going to point her finger and be like, "That one is mine."
All right.
Well, Artemis respects her, so he lets her have
Respects her.
Respect that woman. So
Respects women.
he's getting. Wait, still can't see the grid, so I'm just gonna move up here. Is that enough?
If you just use the arrow keys, you move one square at a time.
Oh.
Also, up at the top left, when you have the little man selected, if you have the like weird square thing selected, you can move. If you have the ruler selected, it can tell you how far you're going.
Ah, okay. Okay, so because I am a kind man, I let the hardcore check, because I think she's gonna take me on a canoe ride, and
Is that
aim up.
what we're calling it?
We're going on a canoe ride, a father-son fishing trip canoe ride
Oh my
to
god.
get that treasure at the end of the island. But we'll come back to that.
Goodness.
He looks up at. I'm assuming this is the Raven, because it said Raven's bow in chat, so I'm just gonna assume whoever this is. And he goes, "All right, but she's mine," and points his crossbows up and shoots. Oh wait, can I start with a action surge?
Yeah.
Do I start with that?
You would do it after you use your action.
Yeah. So
Oh.
So you'd shoot twice and then use your action surge and you get to shoot again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So shoots his two crossbows. Boop. Boop.
Not damn.
And then I hit action surge, I'm assuming?
Yep.
And will that roll for me automatically?
Nope. It just lets
it's
you know
just-
that.
yeah.
And then I roll another crossbow again?
Bingo.
Damn.
And he fires off 3 shots at Miss Ma'am. I don't know if any of them hit.
I'm pretty sure all of them hit.
They all
Yeah.
hit?
22,
sure
25, 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Uh,
Deathless is 15 hit, your 20 plus is hit.
And we're not done there. Because I would like to arcane shot one of those.
Sure. What happened?
I forget how to do arcane shot. Twice per shot. Wait, would this do they stack? Like, do they count over my turns? Could I do 2 arcane shots?
You only can use 2 per sleepy time, remember? You already used 1, so you only have 1 use of it left until you need to take a
And it's
wank
only
and a
once
nap.
per attack as well.
Oh yeah.
So I can do one more then?
You could use an arcane. Yeah, one more.
Okay. And then I would like to beguile her to me. Can I do that?
Yep, so that's a wisdom saving throw. Yep.
Okay. There we go.
7 additional damage. Jesus Christ.
So,
Cool.
she's real dead.
Wow,
Oh,
you
I
wisdom
rolled.
save.
The wrong person's wisdom. Hang
Oh.
on.
You
Let me
rolled.
do that
I
real
shot
quick.
Hector. He's mine now.
Okay. So you need to pick one ally within 30 feet who is now beguiled by Blood Raven.
I thought, no, she's beguiled to me, or someone else.
Isn't it?
No, I charm her and
Yeah.
she's charmed. She's mine. I can tell her what to do.
And choose one of your allies within 30 feet of the target. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or is charmed.
No, because that's the thing. The target is the original person. So choose ally.
Oh,
ally
right,
within
okay,
30
okay.
feet of the target.
Yep.
So in this case, Bloodraven is the target, and then one
Okay,
ally
yeah,
within
gotcha.
that 30. Yeah.
And she is within 30 feet of the. You know.
Sweet. And just to specify, charmed means that a creature cannot attack the charmer or target the charm with harmful magical abilities or magical effects, and you have advantage on any social rolls. So they were not going to do what you say, but it'll be easier for you to talk to them and convince them to do stuff.
Can I make my son her master, basically? So that she doesn't attack him?
I think
No.
charmed targets deny nepotism.
You might
Does
be
it-
able to like suggest things, but I don't think that it really has to listen.
You get advantage on those social rolls, yeah. But
Okay.
They're not like bound to you.
Okay. Can I? Well. I can't charm her to myself, right? Like I can't get an advantage with the social roll.
No, she is charmed to you.
She's
Oh, she is
charmed.
charmed to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's
So you
charmed,
do.
and any social, like deception, persuasion, or intimidation, any of those checks, you are extra good at.
So you could say something like, you know, my friends, they're pretty cool. You probably don't want to attack them. And if you win that roll, then she might not do it.
Okay. Then
Ooh.
I would like.
And since it's her turn next, it's up to you.
I would like to have her throw her weapons off the cliff. Can she do that?
You'd have to roll a social check to do that, so you need to
Yeah.
convince
Yeah.
him to do it.
Plus, one of them is attached to her.
Can
hand.
he do that though after having done all of the attacks? I feel like that's
Can I
the
do that?
space of an attack roll.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you making like a social check in combat is like an action.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so then we'll pause.
So it's something for next
Just
action.
got barrage.
Yeah.
So she seems to be in a bit of a daze.
I blew the shit. Fucking annihilated her.
So as she's in that sort of daze, she like looks around and sort of dull eyes beneath the masks fall upon Melkeys. Melkeys, what do you do?
What do I do?
What do I do?
Would he know that I charmed her or no?
Not necessarily, but you can
No.
just say, hey, I did this thing. All the other people will know. But she probably will be like, what do you mean?
Oh, true. Not yet. We'll see.
Yeah.
And I
I'll-
think
I'll
also attacking someone who's charmed breaks the charm.
It depends on the cause of the charm. So if it doesn't specifically say that attacking the charmed creature breaks the charm, then like in the ability, then yeah, that's fine.
If an ally attacks a charmed target, deals damage to or forces it to make a saving throw.
That's the one. So yep, don't attack it.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume Artemis calls out to his son and goes, "Be extra nice to that lady. I made her my friend." To his son.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and like Mal has like one like a sword hand up. He's like raised. He's like, what? Ah. So Mal is actually going to kind of step back into the foliage
Mm-hmm.
and use Mask of the Wild.
Ooh.
You can attempt to hide even if you're only lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, snow, blah 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 blah. You
Sure.
can attempt to hide even when you're only lightly obscured. So I'm kind of making myself disappear into the foliage.
Yeah, go for it.
We'll just roll stealth.
Yes. I'm going to say that, given the current circumstances, that passes.
Okay.
Wow, a nice DM.
Yeah, so I'll move back here and try to do a perception check if I can to see if there are any other hiding rogues around.
Sure, I'll save you the time and say Actually, no, do a perception check for me, real quick.
Another 12.
Okay. You don't seem to notice any other rogues, but you do notice near the back of the caravan, you can see bodies, or people that are lying on the ground. That don't seem to be very roguified, as of yet at least.
Okay.
Natvari, you're up.
Hello. So I'm gonna run up here. Oops. And when I pass my sister, I'm going to say, I'm very sorry. Maybe I'm not gonna. How do I move? Come on, you. It's not letting me do it. I've
Make
become
sure you
stupid.
have person selected, not ruler.
Oh, I'm not actually hitting myself. That's somebody else. Oh my god, I have so far to go. I thought that was someone else. Okay. Can I get to there? I almost can get to there. I can kind of get to there. I can get there.
You can
It's close enough.
move up behind Horaciel, I think. Because you've only got 30 feet, don't you?
Yeah. So actually, I'm going to go. No, I don't do that. I'm going to go right up behind my sister and pat her on the shoulder and be like, I know you said, but also
It's
you'll
okay.
get
I'll make an exception for you. We can share.
Oh, thank you. So sweet. Okay. And I'm going to use Burning Hands on. Can I use you? On the guy. Burning Hands. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, on this guy next, right there. I did the thing wrong, but that guy. I'm gonna use like a sorcerer point to. I think I have to extend the range.
Yeah, because
No.
its range by default is 15 feet, isn't it?
Did you pick that other thing, though, Zen?
Yes, I did.
So,
So actually, it's fire, so I don't have to do that. So I'm gonna use heightened spell.
Stefan is going to be in that cone.
Yeah, I
No.
don't care.
Oh, nice.
No, he won't be in the cone. That's 15 feet. So with the spell sniper, it's 30 feet. So,
So-
from you can
so
actually put it on the other
technically-
side of that corpse.
Yeah, my. I was trying to put it like just on the other side of him and aim it at the guy. So I can like put it on the other side of him, aim it at the mutant, and also I wanted to use heightened spell so that it made them at disadvantage when rolling against the saving throw of Burning Hands. Is that right?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Yeah, because she has spell sniper, so she doesn't need to use the distance spell point. She just automatically is additional or double range. Yeah.
So Burning Hands is a cone, though, right?
Yes.
So Stefan is going to get toasty, yeah?
Unless I put it right next to him, which was my original goal.
Okay. Well, if you put it right next to him, then go ahead. Otherwise, Stefan gets toasty as well.
I
Your
don't think
choice.
I don't
Do
think I
you
can.
want to toast Stefan?
No, I mean, like, if I cannot, I would not. I already put the stupid thingy down, so I don't think I can change that anymore, but... Oh, actually, I can. I can delete it.
Say if you have it come from the corpse that Stefan just killed, I don't think Stefan would get hit by it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it'll
There you
go
go.
from there to the guy, and it's... You have to do a DC... What is it?
15.
Yeah, 15, but I don't know. Dexterity. Dexterity save of 15.
With
Which you
distance
did not
range.
make.
Mm-hmm.
So 3d6. Wow, 3d6 of 7? That's ass. But also, hold on.
You're having a me turn, I see.
Yeah. There's something I have, I think, that when I use fiery things, it gives them like a bonus?
That might have been only when you were Draconic Bloodline.
No.
Oh, you're not a Draconic sorcerer anymore?
No, I switched to Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
And also, let's see. Sorry.
You're okay.
Sorry.
You're learning your character.
might be a level 6 thing.
Should I use these arcane shots just to get the cooldowns out?
You already used them both, so.
Yeah, but it says 2 uses. That's so weird.
Yeah, and you've used both.
No, like,
You don't get 2 each.
no, I know, but there's charges on arcane shot, but there's none on beguiling or banish arrow.
Those are both your arcane shots.
Yeah.
Like, arcane shot is the general thing,
Oh.
and those are both counted your
Here
arcane
it is.
shots.
Whenever you roll fire damage on your turn, the roll gains a bonus equal to your charisma modifier, so also +5 to that.
That's much better, actually.
So 12.
Cool. So the gout of fire explodes out, and similarly to the rogue that got canoed, this one does. I mean, this one maybe it's not a great example because she's fucking half mutated into something monstrosity already. Doesn't seem to be particularly troubled by the fire. As she's moving forward, the fire like clings to her and is still sort of burning away. But a keen eye would notice that the chitinous plates seem to grow along where the fire touches and where the burn marks appear.
This is annoying. Ah.
The biker crossbow.
Which brings us to Vera. Ro, you're up.
Oh, additionally,
So
sorry, just to add.
Oh.
Oh, I'm such an interrupter.
Things that can light on fire in Burning Hands light on fire, so that
Yes. I
that
actually
thing is
just
also
remember
on
that.
fire. Yeah.
Just remember that. The cart is very much on fire. The surrounding trees are relatively toasty.
The forest, no.
But you definitely notice that cart, it's burning pretty good.
Alright, so as Vari complains about this being annoying, Barasiel just says, "Don't worry, sister, I will take care of it."
Okay.
And, then with another shrieking battle, she runs in.
Sure.
So I get a +2 bonus to my damage from the...
Really quick. Did you
Barbarian.
roll disadvantage on that? I know you rolled too low to begin with, but on the off chance you roll a 1.
I don't think there's like a critical.
Okay, never mind then.
On what? Sorry? On...
I use my meta magic to heighten spell in case you to put you at disadvantage.
The ability still hit from my understanding.
Sure, but if in case there's like a failure, you're gonna give on a 1. Or you could just like let me not use the meta magic.
Hmm.
I mean, if you want to
do.
not use the meta magic instead, that's fine.
Whatever you would like to do. I just if I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna take it off of my points thing. Yeah. Please continue. Sorry.
You're okay, dude. How do I roll with advantage?
So when you roll, there should be like little plus things that appear, a plus and minus sign, and you can click that. In theory, I can click it for you, so like that.
Okay, well, either way, that's with a -5, so that's 19.
Yep.
+2 for my rate, and I'm using my special great weapon attack, so that's 22 points of damage.
Sweet. Okay. Describe what happens.
Okay,
what you do.
so Vera just she gives her sister a pat on the shoulder, might have even given her a kiss on the cheek if she didn't have, fangs kind of protruding out of her mouth right now.
And I'm covered in fire, frankly.
And she's covered in fire, so, not a good look for either of us right now.
Says you already. Artemis is ready.
Whoa.
Life number 8.
Gives her a pat on the shoulder, though, a reassuring smile, and then, fucking snarls as she just sprints in, whipping her greatsword off her shoulder, and just, using, the bulging muscles, like the unnaturally bulging muscles in her leg, just fucking pounces like a tiger, leaps into the air, screaming as she brings her greatsword down at this hulking rogue.
Cool. So as the blade comes down, it digs into the shoulder of the rogue and sails through their flesh, removing an arm from their body. As it falls to the ground, you'd notice that the arm starts to sort of smoke and cinder before catching fire and starting to burn away. The hulking rogue, it definitely felt this and noticed this, but it has an immediate response. And that immediate response is that
You die.
and then it has claws, but it's got a greatsword weapon, so don't worry about that.
Oh no.
So, with
So
her
hold
free... Okay, sorry.
So it just did 12 points of damage?
Yes, because the 8, I'm assuming, does not hit.
No, it doesn't.
No. So it'll be 12
So-
points of damage.
Okay, the 12 points of damage, because I'm in my rage, are halved.
Cool, so that's 6 damage.
Ha.
But what winds up happening is the rogue, as the arm falls off, lets out an enraged roar with its other hand that's still on its body, punches through the wagon, causing the wood to splinter and rupture, grabs a greatsword from inside and just rips it out and slashes at Vera.
Nice.
She just says nice.
As Vera is slashed, Vera responds by snarling at the rogue.
Very appropriate. So, Natvari, you remember a little while ago you called out in Infernal. Who was the maiden?
Yeah. No, it wasn't so much who is the maiden as like, oh, what's up with the maiden? Oh no, as if I cared.
You get a call back from a rogue who is speaking Infernal, but sounds more desperate and panicked than anything else. And they just call out, the maiden basically saying the maiden took over our home, the maiden betrayed us, the maiden turned us into these. Please avenge us. Before you hear a shrill scream as this particular rogue up here, the one next to Castus, regains their grip on reality and goes to bend down to pick up their crossbow once more.
Their
Other one over
lack
here,
of
however,
grip on reality.
the other one to the top near the watchtower fucking pegs their hand axe at Castus.
So, that in mind,
Does not hit.
I'm going to say to everybody, I think everyone, they might be possessed. And Mr. Angelman, can you help them get unpossessed or something?
They would dare speak of vengeance before me?
That's not what they
I
said.
will show them the vengeance
That's
of the
not what they
heavens.
said. They said they're being controlled by something evil. Don't you want to get rid of something evil and save them?
They wished for revenge, and
That's
they
not what they
seek
said.
it.
Are you deaf?
I love it. I can't even say it. I hate you so
Hector,
damn
it's
much.
your turn.
So,
No, really. Like, they need help. Can you help them? Aren't you supposed to be good?
So Hector looks to the leader rogue, right? Which is the one at the edge of the cliff.
Yep.
And what he does is he holds out his hand. Well, actually, he would point his sword because he's wielded both his swords. So he points one of his swords up there,
And
and he says, "I shall help by delivering unto her her final mercy." And then he casts Sacred Flame.
No. Artemis looks at him.
She actually does this.
Ugh.
All right, go
Can I
ahead.
stop him from that?
No.
Can I interrupt that?
So that's a Dex saving throw.
Upside down.
Oh, okay.
Is there a way I can
Cool.
stop that sacred flame?
You don't need to.
It's already happened. So The sacred flame goes off. The flame strike, the good old flame strike runes fucking light up and blast her.
Blast.
You see the fire go off, and then a sort of like dark, misty shape flees out of the fire and rematerializes over here as Bloodraven jumps, using a legendary action to move.
So he attacked
She
the
was-
Blood Raven?
Oh, the charm.
Yes. Yes.
Aren't you
Not
supposed to
charmed.
be smart? That person was charmed. Could you not tell?
Actually, he does have high intelligence and wisdom, but he is just blinded by his hatred for the undead.
Brilliant. Vash, you're up.
They're not even undead. Are you a twit?
They look
Well-
like it in his defense.
While the two are bickering, I'm assuming she's not charmed anymore.
No.
I just wanted to be cool. He was gonna tell her to drown herself, but you can't always get what you want. All right,
They
so
are not even undead, you twit.
he's just gonna be like, "See that lake? Put your head in it and tell me how long you can hold your breath."
Is it
Okay.
4 minutes? 4 minutes is average.
4 minutes. So Artemis turns to Hector, pointing both of his cross. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
We just
First
kill
party
Hector
death.
and you have to
We
roll a new
can-
character.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. So he seems quite annoyed that his charm was broken, but he doesn't say anything. He takes a swig of his gin, disgusting, and takes a little stroll on down here to go shoot Miss Bloodraven. He takes aim with both of his crossbow's and shoots at her 2 shots.
Cool. Roll 2 shots. Cool. Both the shots hit, and both the bolts dig into her body. She looks particularly in a particular bad place right now, to put it mildly.
Like
She's
dead.
not dead, but she's pretty fucking close to death. You can see that she doesn't even have much in the way of like goods on her. Her armor and her weapons are all fused to her body in some way. You can see like blood dripping down, and as it hits the earth, sort of like bursts into a small little smoldering embers. And she's like just looking up in sort of defeat at everyone, taking in what's happening and trying to figure out what to do next. Castus, what's Malkeith gonna do?
Just gonna chew these Cheez-Its real quick.
Nice.
Cheez-Its. Are they regular Cheez-Its or white cheddar?
Regular.
No.
Loss.
I don't want shit all over my fingers.
Disappointed in my own.
You're gonna have shit on your fingers whether it's white cheddar or regular Cheez-Its.
It's so true.
No. Regular
Yeah.
Cheez-Its don't have any shit on them.
Neither do white cheddar.
Yeah, they do. They have like
Okay.
a powder on them.
Play the game.
Are the two up here still confused looking, or are they like kind of look like they're hunting now?
They both look like they're hunting again.
All right, then from my sneaky vantage, I'll try to take a shot with my longbow at the one more out in the open.
Sure.
Do I get advantage for sneak attack, even though I'm not a rogue? I mean, I don't do extra damage, but just advantage on the
No.
attack roll.
No.
I'm gonna say since you went to hide and you're attacking from an unseen position, you can get a bonus attack rather than unseen attack. Not bonus
Kind of
attack,
special
fucking
bitch are you?
advantage. I'll give you advantage. That's fine.
Just like I can
Well.
take an extra time to like line up my shot and be like, okay.
Give us a roll.
Yeah, I keep forgetting my pie of my character popped out, so it's like in a different tab. So I'm like, why can't I make my thing pop out?
Cool. Describe how your 2 shots kill them. Or describe how you kill them, rather, sorry.
Yeah, I'm taking them. They're kind of like looking around, got their hand crossbow, and as they like sweep right,
Mm-hmm.
arrow just goes like right above the eye socket and like just kind of sticks into like the fletching goes. Pretty much all you can see left of the arrow is the fletching out of the eye socket.
Yipes. Can we see up the cliff to him and the other two?
I'm
Why
going to
not?
say from your vantage point, probably not, because it's a 30-foot high cliff.
Yeah,
And there's trees and whatnot in the way too.
No,
So you
that's
can
kind of
hear
what I
it.
assumed. Don't know what's going on up there.
That brings us to you, Zanidra. What does
So-
Netfari do?
After he kills this lady, I'm going to say, I can't help but wonder if we kill this blood-driving lady, it will free all of these people. Remember, this person said that they are a little bit trapped and possessed and stuff. Maybe we should kill the blood raven. And I throw a firebolt at her.
Sure. Roll for fireball.
Yeah, but they're all horribly burnt already. So
So, is a 14 hit?
It unfortunately does not.
Do I get to add anything to that? I don't think I do. Wait.
no.
I just switched all my shit around. I had something that would let me re-roll if I rolled something dumb. But it might have been on something that I got rid of.
Do.
Right? So, I'm not entirely sure right now. Feature? That'd be under feature. Can I use a distance spell? Nope.
Well, while you're looking, I'll be happy to go back to it if you find something.
Sure. Go ahead.
Ro, what does Vera do? Vera's turn.
Okay, so that person did a reckless thing.
Mhm. So you will have
So-
advantage on all, or they'll have disadvantage on all rolls against you.
I think I also get advantage on my attacks against them, don't I?
Yes, that's the same thing.
Yeah, okay, great. So hold on, looking at my sheet, how do I set it so I'm attacking with advantage on my weapon?
I think make
Just
it do
roll-
that.
Yes, just roll normally.
Okay.
And then if you mouse... Actually, I always say this. And I click that plus, that appears next to the 21 when I mouse over it, and it will roll a second dice.
Okay, well, does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does. Wait, 16, not 21? I thought it was 21.
21? Yeah. that's
Because I'm doing my heavy weapon
Oh,
attack.
right, yes. Yes,
So
it's done.
minus 5?
It does, like, yes.
Then that's 16, 26 damage.
Cool.
right.
So describe how you swing the weapon. Tell us what happened.
Vera came in with that like big jumping attack, and for her trouble, got like smacked back, got slashed across the chest or whatever. She just snarls, she just fucking like snarls and spits at the rogue, the hulking rogue, and just brings her sword overhead, in a big cleaving arc, just aiming right for like the place the shoulder meets the neck.
Mm-hmm. Just slashes straight down, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Cool. Well, that's exactly what happens. The blade sinks into the shoulder and the neck and goes a good way down to the ribcage. The rogue seems surprisingly untroubled by the fact that they are nearly bisected. Their good hand comes up and grips the sword as tightly as it can, as she sort of like lets out this gurgling laugh because the lungs and throat are not exactly doing as well as they used to. And she
Nice.
starts to pace towards you.
Okay.
But a 14 and an 8 do not hit, do they?
They do not.
Sweet. So rather than her actually make an attack, I'm going to say as she gets closer, her body is shutting down. She is unable to actually make any meaningful damage or meaningfully attack you. But
She is unable to can.
yes, unable to can, that is right.
Yeah, she cannot.
But she's being willed towards you like a puppet dancing on strings, pretty much. And just quickly. Cool. Castus. The corrupted rogue is up with you. Similar to the other one before. A look of realization sort of comes over them as they look over to the hand axe, and this sort of like distant, vacant 1,000-yard stare just sort of knocks all that maniacal expression off their face. Their other weapon drops to the ground, and they sort of just like look around like a lost child. Hector, you're up.
Oh no.
That's Stefan. What's Hector gonna do? Can't hear you, Stefan.
Thank you. So now he's torn because technically Veraciel called dibs on the giant.
He has respect for that.
But he would have to climb over the fence to get to the other one.
That's my
So-
goal.
So he doesn't respect drunkards though. So he is gonna jump over the fence.
Uh-huh.
And let's see, so that's one, or does that count as two to get over that
No,
obstacle?
it just counts one. That's fine.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he can go right here.
Yep.
And he is going to attack with both longsword. No
Cool.
spell. And, of course, as he attacks, he says, "Where do you think you're going? Nobody can escape the long arm of justice."
I have a question, May.
Yes.
This says, whenever you roll fire damage on your turn, the roll gains a bonus equal to your charisma fire modifier. Wow.
Yes.
Does that mean the attack roll or the damage roll? It just says damage right there. Never mind.
It says damage. Stefan, tell us how you kill Blood Raven.
So, he hits with both longswords, right? Both of those attacks hit. So, he actually starts with a low swing, right? A sweep with his right hand, and he just straight up cuts off one of her feet at the ankle. And then as the thrall starts to fall over, he meets their downward descent with an upward stab of his other sword and strikes right through the heart.
Brilliant. So as that happens, as the blade goes through their heart, she lets out this blood-curdling scream that seems to be magically amplified and echoes around the valley.
Quaka!
A sort of magical darkness descends around you, and just things become a bit dimmer and duller before arcs of lightning spit out from her body, jumping from the trees, jumping to all the corpses of the dead rogues, and eventually up to the rogue that's actually up near the watchtower. Eventually, though, the lightworks sort of fade away, the body stops convulsing, and you're pretty sure you see the ghostly remains of a spirit get yanked up out of the body before dissipating into the wind.
Okay.
And that leaves Artemis. You're up.
Would like to steal a kill for 100.
All right. Steal a kill for 100.
I would like to go shoot my
Don't kill
good
them.
friend-
See if they're still possessed.
my good friend Rose target.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
He's not gonna do that to his drunken love.
That's his love. That's his wife.
Yeah.
All right. We are going to get married.
Yeah, that's his 11th wife right there.
Artemis. Is that treasure still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay. So
Hey,
Artemis.
conveniently, the canoe's a little further down the hill.
Exactly.
Oh.
Are the crows still up there?
No, they
They're gone.
seem to have just disappeared in a puff of smoke.
Perfect.
They phased out.
Artemis calls up to his lovely son and he goes, "You okay up there, boy?" I wait for my boy
And
to
he says,
respond.
"What the hell did you say, father?"
He's chewing. I'm
I
waiting.
choose to believe that Malchus is just ignoring his dad.
Is he just ignoring me?
Yeah, he's more interested in like seeing if the last raider is like still crazy or what. He's kind of because he sees her like kind of lost, so he's waiting to see if the lightning and the darkness have like done anything. If she's still crazy or if she's like the spell's broken. So he's kind of like not. He's doing that like animal thing where it's like, if I don't move, they can't see me.
So with that, Artemis seems quite annoyed, and begins to scale the cliff wall to make sure that his son is not dead.
Sure. Okay.
So, let me move, game. Let me move. Can I do
Okay.
that?
Athletics check.
I hope you fall. At disadvantage because you're drunk.
Well, you rolled a 5, so you're not getting up that cliff in a timely fashion. That's for sure.
No.
How did your son do it?
How does my son do it?
Sobriety.
Yeah,
Youth.
you ain't getting up that cliff.
Oh.
It's not happening today, or at least not in a timely fashion. It'll take you a decent chunk of time to scale it.
He does that thing when you're little, you try to climb thing where you like keep putting your hand and your foot up in one spot. Like,
Yeah, that's
Is
that's
this-
what he's doing.
is this where I start? Maybe I start here.
Yeah, he turns around to Natvari and goes, "Can you help me, pretty lady, please?"
No.
Speaking of Natvari, what do? You interject to help your sister finish off her rogue, or do you
Isn't
just
it-
let her sister?
Isn't it Malchisa's turn?
Oh, yes, it is. My bad. Malchise, it's your turn.
Let my silent, useless son do things.
Wow.
I said be in before the lights off, and you're not home yet, son. The street lights are on.
I'm kind of just taking like a defensive stance. Bow's kind of down, just kind of still watching the road. Give like a sharp little short whistle to get her attention, see if she's grinning maniacally or.
The rogue looks up, and they look like a frightened child. So, like, vaguely acknowledges where you are, like looking around again, and sort of just like slowly goes down onto the ground and slowly curls up into a ball, and just that's their life now. They are ball.
Okay. I'll make my way over and take my cloak off and kind of drape it over them.
Sweet.
What
Now
a
that's
nice
fine.
boy. Hello, it's me.
He's not the murderer. He's a scout.
The scout. All right. Sister. Sister, does that very strange person seem to be maybe not as crazy anymore? She kind of like looks to see if the mutant has become less mutated.
The mutant has not become less mutated.
Oh,
It's
well.
still snarling.
Okay. It is actually still like looking like it's actually gonna actively attack things.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think it is too going to get a fireball to the face. Let's look. Fire bolts. That's different things.
You're gonna steal your sister's kill?
Let's see.
No, it's okay because like we're twins, so
She
I
got
mean,
we
like,
share everything, including
I mean,
kills.
yeah, it's totally fine.
She had permission.
It's totally
You did
fine.
not.
It's totally fine.
Totally fine.
It's totally fine until she like takes your favorite beret, and then it's like I fucking hate you.
Can I
I
tell?
hate ya.
Oh
Can
my
I
god.
tell how the mutated one is looking? Like, does it look worse for the wear, or does it still look pretty good?
Well, it's missing an arm and currently has a great sword that has gone through its neck into its chest cavity, so it's not looking too good.
Fair enough. I'm actually gonna use. Let's see. When's your turn? Your turn's next. I'm gonna use. Can I use this on someone else? Can I use Alter Self on someone else?
No.
Boo. Okay.
You can't, but you don't need to because I already have claws.
I know, but I was gonna make you have like extra claws.
Do like extra claws.
Yeah.
Where are those extra claws and
Oh my god.
I don't know, man.
Dentata.
I'm actually just gonna use control flames to see if I can, because the cart right next to the mutant is on fire.
Yes.
I'm gonna use control flames in like the shape of, see if I can sort of shape the flames into like someone's that sort of looked like the woman who was in the Raven.
Blood Raven.
Yeah, the Blood Raven, sort of like to try and distract the mutant to see if they can just get it to look away. So that
Sure.
Veraciel can have like advantage.
I'll just get you to roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
Okay, because she's trying to deceive it, can she add her charisma?
I was going to say, it might be performance, so I was going to say just a d20.
It's not good.
Yes, it is unfortunately not particularly good. The mutant seems to be very transfixed on walking its way through the sword and somehow clawing at old Vera, despite that not going to be happening anytime soon.
Yeah.
While she was trying to recall what she looked like, she was like, I don't know, she had the bow and tits, I don't know.
Alright, is it Vera's turn?
Yes, it is.
The shape does
Fiery
last for an
tits.
hour. Like, it could consistently be like, no, really, look at me.
Yeah, but it wasn't a good doppelganger. That was the problem.
I'll say this, Ro. Describe how Vera finishes this up.
Okay, I'm actually going to make this a combo attack. She lets go of the greatsword because it's buried in this fucking this lady's chest, and instead she uses just the big demonic claws that her hands have transformed into and starts fucking like slashing and raking at her, like ripping bits of skin off, and chunks of flesh. And eventually, what she ends up doing is she like grabs her head, like both sides, two-handed, like really getting in there with the claws, and just like
Wait!
Now hold on, she jumps up, like gets her feet right on the woman's chest, and just puts her whole weight, like toppling her back, right into the fire that Natvari is like controlling, and just holds her in there, like her whole head just in the fire. And as a tiefling, that fire doesn't really hurt her very much.
That 6
Cool.
should be an 11, because it's still a fire thing. +5.
All right, well,
Well,
The only
damn
thing they
ridiculous.
fear is you.
so I will say, you notice something while doing this, or you may notice, may not. Much like you, the rogue does not seem to be particularly affected by the fire. What it does seem to be affected by is the blunt force and claws and feetsies and being pushed into hardwood while being in a few pieces. And they are not getting up or moving or doing much. And that...
Did you get it?
Yeah, so as she's
combat.
asked the question, Vera hops down off the rogue again, and her rage ends. So like just immediately, like her claws recede, her her fangs like retreat, like the bulging muscles stop bulging unnaturally under her skin, and she transforms from a horrifying She-Hulk into the svelte beautiful twin of her sister, and just pulls her sword out of the rogue and scabbards it over her shoulder, and it's like, yes, I got it.
And then Hector shouts, do not get distracted, there is one more, and he runs over to the shade of Natvari.
Oh. Excuse
no.
me, what? He thinks the fire.
Performance.
He thinks the fire is fun.
Brilliant.
No, don't tell him. Don't tell him. It's funny. Don't leave it.
Yeah, combat turns have ended. It's free form once more, and up for you to do what you see fit.
So Artemis gets bored with climbing the wall because he just can't do it. He just can't. He's too old. It's been too long.
Hello up there. Is there anyone else still alive?
Artemis decides to go check the boat and see if he can push it into the water to get the treasure?
God.
And then Hector, I guess, as the flame thing dissipates,
It
He
doesn't
sorta
dissipate
grumbles.
for an hour.
oh my god, okay. So then he's gonna be sitting there like a dog staring at himself in the mirror. He's not really quite sure what to do about it. He's paralyzed. He's stun locked.
my justice.
Vera goes to Natvari, actually, and, takes her by the shoulders and starts looking over and is like, "Are you okay? You didn't get hit or anything?"
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I guess I think I can dispel the flame thing. So.
Oh, did
It
you
was
dispel
funny,
it?
though.
Not your flame thing. I also have flames just around me.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
yeah,
sense,
so-
yeah.
yeah.
No, never mind then.
No,
Yeah.
I'm fine. No one even looked at me. It's fine. It's fine. Are there
Okay, good.
are there any of them left? I really think that maybe there was something to that whole possession thing.
I think we killed them all. They probably, I think it's one of those things when you're possessed, it doesn't,
You need to be more concerned about this. This could be a good hint, a good clue. Hello up on the cliff. Is there anyone up there still alive?
Mal is checking, like, she's scarred, right? This doesn't, like, fall away or anything like that after
No.
possession ends.
No, so it looks like, getting a close look at them, you can notice a few things. First of all, so this is like hardened flesh. It looks like scar tissue that's sort of calcified.
Scar tissue that I wish you saw. Keep going.
Excuse
Sorry.
Did you say to me?
Nothing sarcastic, Mr. Know-It-All.
No, so yeah. There is something else you notice, and that's that on the back of her head, which is completely shaved, there is a mark. And I will link you what that mark looks like. There's Castus. There is Castus.
Hello, I'm Castus.
A mark that looks like that.
It is very small.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you a third sister?
Yes. But I have the unfortunate distinction of having a penis.
It happens.
No, but nobody's nerfed.
Nobody's nerfed.
Is she like completely catatonic right now? Like she won't like get up or
Pretty
respond?
much, yeah. You can sort of just hear her occasionally whispering to herself, like, forgive me, sisters, and that's about it. And that's as far as she's getting at the moment.
Right. I'm actually going to take a little bit of mud and kind of rub it on the back of her head to cover the mark.
Sure.
And I'll I'll wrap her in my cloak and pick her up and make my way down the path back down to everybody. You're like, no, there's no one back up here, but I found this poor woman. She must have been a survivor from the caravan.
Oh my god, you're such a liar.
You don't know that.
I know. That's
You don't even know how people were up here.
Hi.
I could have just been having a grand old time by myself this whole time.
And as that's happening, perhaps luckily, Hector is distracted because he's moved from looking at the fire, finally convinced that it's not a threat, and now he is holding his holy symbol over the corpses of the fallen and reading them their rights so that they can't be risen by a necromancer.
All right, excellent.
I am definitely gonna lean to Vera and just be like, "Can you fucking believe this guy? Like, none of this doesn't work. What is he doing?"
There's a perfectly good fire right there.
Perfectly good fire.
Just burn the bodies.
And as this is all happening, Artemis has dollar signs in his eye.
Cool. So you're pushing the boat down to the like very thin river, yeah?
Well, not, I mean, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
No, actually, I want to ride it down. He pushes it down the hill just so it slides on into the river, so he can go get his loot.
Yeah. So it's okay. So the boat. Can you roll a d20 for me, please, Bash?
I am ready to roll a d20 for you, baby.
Thank you.
What is it? /R D20?
Yep, slash R space.
Silver
1d20.
space.
Hell
Cool.
yeah.
The boat slides down the embankment, gets into the mud, and gets about halfway into the river before the nose of the boat hits the rocks and is now just sort of wedged sideways with the water welling up against it.
Is he trapped at the other side now?
No,
So he's
in the
just-
boat.
Oh, okay.
He's just in the boat, but the river is very small and the boat is very large. It's a 12-foot
Yeah,
boat.
it's a stream. It's not a river.
Yeah.
It's like the little creek that you don't even know is there.
He's got a 12-foot boat for it.
Yes.
So Artemis,
It's like when you're a kid and you're like, I'm gonna put this boat in this puddle.
I don't think
And
he
then you
moved the
put boat in
body.
the puddle and it's completely gone.
Thinking about it now, I didn't move the body in front of it too, so there's just a body. Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
just
It's
pieces.
for leverage. It's fine.
Yeah. So he gets out of the boat. Oh.
Okay, actually, you notice something because of that, Vash.
Oh.
The body is still trapped beneath the boat, but you see as it enters the water, as the water's running over it, it seems to disintegrate relatively quickly into a dark, sort of blackish smoke that goes down the river.
Okay. He doesn't care about that, so he gets.
I fucking knew it.
It's like you're giving the wrong person information. He gets out of the boat, and he's going to get that treasure. How deep is this water?
Well, the treasure is like on the bank next to the tree where you are right here, so you just pick it up.
Okay, I pick up my treasure. What did I get?
You get a fancy-looking bag with 45 gold pieces and some goods inside. It's a little notes. There is a foreclosure for a house,
Love
a
it.
picture of like a painting of a small family, and an empty bottle.
I wanted it to be like a painted gold pine cone or something dumb like that.
Is there anything important on the foreclosure note, or is it just like a general?
So it's a foreclosure notice saying that a particular home in Lutga Lane has been seized by the Sultan, and that everyone inside has been evicted.
Okay. And then same with the picture. Is there writing on the back, or?
On the back it just says like, basically like so standard sort of family, I love
Like
you
a
sort of
family
things.
portrait. Okay.
Yeah.
So he throws away the family portrait. Fuck that. Let's let it float on down the river.
Oh my god.
And then he takes his gold and his foreclosure notice. I mean, his new homeowner's notice, and goes on up the hill.
That's not what it is.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not
All
what
right.
foreclosure means, dingbat.
No, I know that, but now he's like, I know another place I can squat. So he comes back up the hill, and he sees the ladies, and he shows them his bag, and he's very proud, and he goes, "Oh, look what I found!" And he's shaking the bag with the gold. He's very happy.
Good job.
They don't.
I will point out we've been going for a while. Do people want to pause here, or what are people feeling?
Yeah, I feel like after that combat, because I'm feeling a bit beat after getting my shot, so
Yeah, I
I'm
can
happy to
imagine.
keep going for a little bit longer, but it'd be nice if we could wind up soonish.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, like Veraciel, just kind of looks at this old man and she's just like,
And,
She's
sir,
aware.
and?
How
She
much
just-
gold did you say it was? 45.
45 gold
face.
pieces.
Mal checks the middle wagon to see if it's still covered,
Mhm.
and he'll put the woman inside of it so she's like out of the elements, because where else is he gonna put her right now?
Yeah, so inside that other wagon, it looks like it's full of like canned furs, leathers, just like supplies to sell to market, pretty much.
Okay. Then yeah, he'll give her a new kind of bedding to cover her burns and whatnot.
So,
Take his cloak back to make sure she's comfortable.
Natvari is also interested in the shit in the wagons, and as she passes the one that's on fire, she dispels it, because that's what she can do.
Goodbye,
Hector can
magic
stop
and fire.
being interested in Bloodraven fire now, and she checks the last wagon for stuff.
Speaking of blood, at this wagon there's about half a dozen severely dismembered bodies that have been stashed into the wagon.
In the
and an
last
arm
one?
that- yes.
Oh.
Ooh.
Looking around, looks like that there's quite a bit of blood on the ground here, and there's the odd discarded bit of person. Inside the
Oh.
wagon, it also looks like there's just assorted home owners' stuff. Like, these people were moving house, basically, and taking their wares with them to sell.
Oregon
think,
Trail. There's a Calliopean one.
I think that perhaps this wagon train was ambushed by these rogues because there are a lot of dead people back here.
Or possibly they were using the wagons to simply carry corpses for reanimation.
Why would they want that?
What?
Because clearly they've been reanimating dead people to make
They're
more
reanimated.
roads.
Step back.
Oh,
Calm
God.
down,
The cart must be burned.
Sir Hector, Sir Hector. There are no new reanimated. We're just saying there are corpses that they were most likely going to use to make more.
Blah 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 blah. Sacred
Oh.
flame.
Oh my God.
Can I use control flame to just dispel that?
So I don't think you'd be able to dispel it, but as the flame like bursts to life, and because specifically it is radiant damage, not it's flame light.
Sure.
but
So
it is
it'll
not
do like
fire.
it'll do the damage, but I could then get
It'll
rid
be the
of
initial
fire?
burst, and as it catches fire, you can put that out.
Okay.
It's like there's cart like very quickly the cloth or the canvas atop the cart gets burnt and starts to disintegrate, but it's relatively saved. It looks pretty worse for wear, but it's not gone at least. Yeah.
Look,
What have you done?
Look, the cart. It's obviously protected by.
I'm gonna actually use my last sorcerer point to do that with what's it called?
Silent spell, whatever it was.
Yeah, distant. Is it distant spell? No, you got rid of the wrong one. It's subtle spell. I'm gonna use subtle spell, and that makes it so that when I cast a spell, you don't know that I cast a spell. So I got rid of the fire, but you couldn't tell that it was me. So I'm gonna be like, oh look, this cart is very clearly protected. We can't set it on fire. Ooh.
What does Hector think about that?
Let's see if I have anything about this.
Oh, can I just pull the cart into the ground with prestidigitation?
No.
No.
That's not
Go
what-
into the ground.
Prestidigitation is like little minor, very small, minute things.
I opened a door. I made something look like it was, I don't know, exploding.
Blue
Okay,
instead
so
of
here's what I'm
green.
gonna
I
do.
made little fireworks with my fingertips.
Hector's gonna stand back from the cart, and then he's gonna use divine sense on the cart.
Okay.
Because he's gonna see if there's any evil radiating from it.
So, first of all, I'm assuming that everyone's alignments in the character sheet are accurate.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. There is a very poignant, noxious odor coming from one tiefling to your left.
Wait.
And
Hold on.
Like,
I-
hold on.
We decided on chaotic
We were
neutral.
neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
chaotic neutral? Okay, because yours is marked as chaotic evil. So like,
That was before we talked about it. I didn't change it. That's my fault.
Okay. In that case,
I just watch everybody's eyebrows go up real quick on camera, like,
Yeah, I'm just like, hang on, is that you? Because that wasn't me.
No.
so this particular cart, it has the like lingering sort of scent of evil on it, but it doesn't seem to be a source. The area you came from reeks of it, and you can feel a fresh scent coming from the middle cart.
He walks up to the
Fresh
middle
but
cart, silently but with purpose. And he
Mhm.
actually...
yeah, Mal's
He-
gonna get into between him and the cart.
Okay, he's gonna try to shove him aside.
Okay. Well, Papa is taking a stroll up to make sure Sonny Boy is
Move, boy!
dead. Oh no.
No,
This is going to be a shit show.
you have no authority here. The evil is that way.
My authority is the divine authority of the heavens!
That's really quite something, because we're not in heaven. And I don't know if you noticed, heaven doesn't have jurisdiction here. If they did, they would have fucking done something by now, you stupid
I am what they are
twat.
doing! I am the
Are you?
manifestation
Have they
of
bent
my
you over,
God's
pulled your
judgment
small
upon
clothes down,
this
and stuck it
land.
in your rear? Is that what they're doing to you?
Alright, so literally every time Hector says something like, I am justice and stuff like that, right, and Vera is just like silently laughing.
Yeah, Artemis is trying. He's just laughing. Can I use friendship on them? Can I use friendship on both of them?
Yeah.
You can only use it on one person at a time.
Hold
I
on,
think.
hold on.
So
I would love to use friendship on both of
you
them.
you can use it one person at a time, but it only lasts for a minute, and it just gives you, like, it makes them friendlier to you, makes them more receptive.
Okay.
Doesn't make them do what you want or say the things you want them to say. It just makes them a bit friendlier to you. And then after that minute, they know that you fucked with their head. just so you're aware as to what you're getting into.
Hey, Stefan, just out of curiosity, are you
Should've-
immune to
should've
being
saved that.
charmed?
Should have saved that
I have-
beguiling arrow.
I have a very high wisdom and charisma modifier.
Okay, so you guys are arguing, and I'm just gonna watch for a second. You still arguing? What's going on?
Are they still arguing? I don't know.
Okay. Boy, something evil is radiating from within that cart. You know not what you protect.
I do know what I protect.
Artemis
And what is
leans-
that?
He leans up. Can he see inside the cart?
Yeah, the cart's open, I guess.
What? There's a lady in there, right?
Yeah.
So he just calls out and he goes, "That's my son's future wife. She's not evil." to that man. What does that do to Hector? Does he
You?
get stunned?
Would lay with a fiend?
Gonna walk around the cart, kind of join the dummies. Be like, okay, so maybe it is evil, but the guards in the town, you remember they asked us to find out things about the Blood Raven, which is the person we just murdered, and the only one left is the one in the cart. So maybe we should question them before we start doling out murder, you know?
Can we roll against that? See if he's convinced.
If you want. That is your choice.
I'll do a roll for myself because
I'm actually going to take a moment just to turn my light on and go to the bathroom. So 1 second.
oh wait, that's the Discord button.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not.
No, he's convinced. He stops for a second. He's like, I suppose interrogation could lead to further information to then direct us to the greater evil behind this attack.
Of course, that's it, exactly.
Very well. And after that, he straight up like goes and steps off to the side.
I guess that means he wants you to do it, Mr. Marquis.
Artemis
Thank you.
walks up to Marquis and puts his hand on his son's head and he
Do
goes,
not touch me.
"Oh no!" And he goes, "Oh, I'm proud of you, son.
Go wash off in the river. You still
Give-
stink.
Give me lots of grandbabies." And he starts to march off to, well, away from May, but he's gonna go check out that dead body. I
This
wanna
seems like
see
a
if there's
very
loot.
complicated relationship you have with your papa.
He just gets like 1,000-yard stare for a second. He's just bring up complicated relationship. He's like,
Wait, where's the
his
raven?
foot-
Did he get rid of the body?
think she like
The raven body was
it's this one
here,
down
right?
here. It's way
yeah,
down.
it was technically like purified.
We could still loot her. There could be something on her. You never know.
No, I think May said she doesn't have a lot. Everything else was fused with her skin.
All right, I'm
That's
back.
okay. I'll take a skin.
We
though.
got me.
Fuck.
May, can I loot the raven's body?
You can look over them. However, it looks like that they don't have any items on them per se. Everything seems to be growing out of their body. Even their
That's
bow
okay.
seems like it's made out of like bone and flesh and sinew.
Can I cut it off?
Make sure you like massage the place where you got your shot, by the way. That'll make it less bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they didn't
Really
tell
good,
you,
right?
like, if you massage the spot where your shot is, then it'll, like, get the icky lump that's probably forming to not be such a dick.
Yeah, it'll get the Rona juices flowing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Does she have
I found
like?
specifically,
She-
ibuprofen. Just like, sort of 2 things of ibuprofen and some water go a massive way because it causes a
Yeah.
lot of swelling, and an anti-inflammatory goes real well. But yeah, what's up? What do you? Yes, Billy. Yes, Billy.
I want to loot. I want to loot. There's nothing. She doesn't have arrows. Nothing.
No, she does not.
What about the corpse I splattered? Anything beautiful on down the hill?
So most of these rogues seem to be carrying very basic-looking weapons. If you want to take them, you can, but they're just hatchets and crossbows or short bows.
All right. He trudges his way back. Way in to see what we're gonna do with this lady.
So,
So
do we want to question her tonight or leave that for next time?
we leave it for next time if we want,
Yeah.
or tonight.
Because
I mean,
we'll probably
that'll be
forget
up
what the
to
hell we discovered.
I mean, I can try to do it right now. Take notes. That way, next time we can just.
Nah. It's been
We'll start off
about
with
3.5 hours.
Yeah, we'll start off with
Yeah.
an interrogation scene.
There we go.
All right.
Well, that's us.
All right.
Thank you,
Oh, yeah.
everyone. What's everyone's thoughts and feelings been so far? Feedback time.
This group is horrible, and I can't wait to see what happens.
Oh my god.
It's
I
pretty
don't like being a
hilarious.
straight man.
It's weird, right?
I don't like
I
being a
know.
straight man.
You don't like it? You don't like me being a straight man?
We have the
No.
drunk, the ridiculous, the straight man, the let's just kill it, fuck it, and the no, hold on.
I'm used to playing
Listen,
my fucking Minotaur Paladin, who's just like, get out of my way.
Well, maybe, I mean, you could always have his son just look at his father and go, I'm just doomed to be this, and then become that.
No,
Time to
You-
get drunk.
you fight fate.
no, look, me
Especially
and my sister, you know, we've got a healthy familial relationship. You know, it's pretty good.
Yeah. I know that you're probably jealous because your father is
Healthy.
terrible, but what do you mean? What do you mean healthy?
Scissor me timbers.
Wow,
Oh my god.
that's a big assumption, sir. I don't think we hinted at that at any point.
Nope.
I know, they want Artemis.
I'm just making
both of
dumb
them.
jokes.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
He's such a chat.
I think Hector is the fucking standout for me. Oh my god,
Oh
Hector
my
is
God.
fantastic.
Dude. Heck,
Thank you.
yeah. Look, Stefan, you roleplay a zealot frighteningly well. actually.
Scary.
Well, this is basically my ESO character.
Yikes.
This is great.
Oof.
No, I love it. It's funny hearing you say it, because that's how I read it when we play it. So it's funny hearing you actually say it.
Get out of the way. We must
Yeah, it's
kill
hard 'cause,
this
like,
evil.
I want to yell so bad, but it's like 3 a.m.
The next question though is, when do we want to go again? Are we wanting to do it every week, every second week? What do people want?
I'm fine with whatever.
I feel like
Every
every
week.
second
Yeah, same.
week would give you a
Yeah.
chance to like recover and think of more stuff.
Every
Yeah.
week is kind of a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every week would be bad.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, every 2 weeks it is. 'Cause I have a lot of content that I've already put together, so I am keen
Nice.
to go whenever
Nice,
people want.
nice.
Let's see.
Nice.
The 30th of October, I won't be here.
Ow.
Yeah. You can play without me.
It'll be the
Um,
20
I won't be here either. I think that's a
It'll be the-
Josh night.
Two
Really
weeks from
24th.
23rd.
24th / 23rd, not 30th.
Yeah.
Wrong week.
so next week. And then we could skip like 2 weeks. I don't know. We'll
Okay,
figure it
hang on.
out.
Yeah.
No,
I
so
mean, we will, but like, because like, you said you were going on the 30th,
Mm-hmm.
but in
Mhm.
2 weeks it's the.
It is
23rd,
currently the
24th,
9th.
so you- Yeah.
Oh, I skipped. I'm sorry. So yeah, the 23rd is good.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I will also be gone on the 6th though. The 30th and the 6th I'll
Well-
be gone.
And then we can skip 2 weeks and we'll sort that out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. We can just do it when you're back.
Okay.
Or if you want us to go while you're away, we can do that as well. It's your choice.
That's fine with me if that's what you guys want to do. Up to you, totally. I don't know who will stream then, but
We just have one when we don't stream it, maybe. Even.
I'll just skip that
That'll be
week.
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm definitely
reach out
keen
to
on.
people.
Yeah, I'm definitely keen on like just keeping it going because that if you stop every time someone can't make it, it's a good time. It's a good way for things to stop entirely. So.
True.
Okay.
All
Then
righto.
we're done for tonight. Go ahead.
We're done for tonight.
That was fun.
That
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, it was good. I had a good
Yeah.
time.
I'm glad everyone had a good time. Bash's D&D virginity has now firmly been taken.
What
Oh my
did
God,
you
the
think,
first time.
Vash?
I loved
Your-
it.
your
It was
first time.
fun. It's hard to. At first, I was like, "Oh my god, this is so ridiculous," but then the wine helped get into it. Helped me really do some character development.
Yeah, right, because you were getting drunk, like your
Yeah.
character.
Yeah. So no, I loved it. It was fun.
Cool.
Sweet.
I am keen to see what more happens.
Yeah, there have already been 3 things happen that I was not even remotely expecting to happen, so this is great.
Oh, did you mean like robbing someone?
Yeah, robbing the
Murdering
merchant,
the
fucking
boss.
boarding a canoe in the middle of the fucking road.
And the last?
Canoe.
Capturing one of the corrupted rogues alive in the small, so in the brief moment where they're lucid, having the boss that's controlling them die so they don't snap back to being corrupted, and then being taken captive. That's going to change things a lot. I'm keen.
Excellent.
Oh,
You're
Sorry,
welcome.
not sorry.
You're welcome.
I love that 2 of those things were me fucking with. Oh my god, I'm just like, how could I fuck with me? I wanted a horse, I got a canoe.
It's close.
I know.
Kind of the same thing.
I rolled a 69 though. It should have came out with a canoe with like a brothel worker or something on the canoe.
Canoe can't pull that wagon.
Oh my god.
Just keep on pulling out things until you get a
horse.
horse. Take the furs.
Well, I can't take the horse with me everywhere, right?
It's a horse. It walks.
I mean, like, what? Do you have to feed them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but horses eat grass and like grain and hay, and that's
But I can't take
everywhere.
it into like the depths of hell with me.
I'm ready to watch Vash try
Leave
and
us
drag
alone.
this canoe with us when we continue on our way.
Oh. I wasn't thinking about it now.
Oh no, I wasn't thinking about how I get my canoe anywhere.
Yeah.
It's okay. You have 10 other
It
items to
doesn't
pull
matter.
off the
This
random
canoe
table.
is special. We can put it on one of the carts, and I can keep pulling until we get a horse, and then have a canoe and all the other shit in the horse to pull the cart. Because there's no
Oh,
horses
wait.
on the cart, right?
No. Which is something that else you notice. There don't seem to be any horses anywhere.
They
Hmm.
ate them.
Damn it, I wanted to eat them.
Same.
Wah, wah.
Same process.
Oh.
Nice.
I'm just scared when we go back into town. What's that gonna look like? Maybe I'll just kill the merchant.
Oh my god. Kill Skeet.
Just throw
He
her
goes,
in.
all right, I have money and I'm gonna pay you every last time. Just come. Then teleport him to another dimension.
Okay. Do we want to wrap up?
Yeah,
Yes.
no, that was good. All right.
Yeah.
Do it up, DM.
All right, wrap us up, man.
What am I meant to say? All right, well.
We pitched.
Well, I'd
So-
like to thank our
Oi,
sponsor,
oi,
Raid
we
Shadow
did the
Legends.
thing.
Oh right, so the heroes have arguably done hero things and are now having a wee little argument about what to do with this twisted sister over here. Tune in next time to see what Bash does next.
Specifically.
Me.
Okay, bye, buddy.
Thank you everybody for joining us on Plus One Shots. Join us in 2 weeks,
2
for
weeks.
another rousing game of D&D in the Diablo universe.
And also tomorrow
yeah.
for Fantasy Grease.
And also, yeah, tomorrow for our Greece game where
I'm a DM and who knows what the hell's gonna happen. We're on a sea voyage.
I believe we just fought some harpies on a boat and now we're
Yep.
trying to find something.
We're gonna deliver a
Whoa,
bottle.
casters, careful! Don't oversell it. All right.
Listen, I'm in charge of steering the boat, not remembering the plans. I steer the boat and get annoyed at everybody.
Okay, bye.
Bye.